cars down there.
Every corner in Sonoma has its own challenges and uniqueness. But this one at turn 11, this is the famed hairpin, and it is maybe the most important corner on this racetrack. It invites chaos and conflict just because it's so easy to overdo. The entry of this corner is behind us. It's really, really easy to lock a tire up, to just overdo and charge this entry, and then you end up banging into somebody or maybe hitting somebody 2 or 3 cars ahead of you, and they get the worst end of it. The other thing to note, too, to the right of this red and white curbing is this inside wall, which was new last year. This used to be tire bundles and tire packs. You could get away with kind of cheating this corner, but you can't do that now. You're going to be in trouble. If you nail this corner, though, this is your chance to be a hero because it ultimately sets you up to run to the straightaway and the start-finish, Kim.
Well, Dylan, when you talk road courses, you can't ignore Austin Green. Finished top 10 in his last 2 Xfinity Series starts, both road courses. So, with that, what's the confidence level for you here at Sonoma?
Yeah, I mean, last year we ran really good, finished 4th, so I know we're starting a little deeper in the field, deeper than I'd like, so, but it's a long race, so.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell's everybody doing day by day? At the day,
Some of that confidence in this race, Austin scored his Xfinity Series.
Exactly, and this yellow car was beating my back bumper off.
How the hell's everybody doing today?
It's Austin Green. I knew he'd come to the scene when that was happening. He's been unbelievable on the road courses.
Today we have the Pit Boss 250 from Sonoma Raceland, Sonoma, California. It's a fucking Xfinity race.
When you're a part-time driver, you might take some liberties there. So I think overall it's been very impressively done. Yes, he has a road course background, but he's continuing to show a lot of pace, and that's really something that if he combines it with more experience here in Xfinity, it could be very successful.
Yeah, always good to see drivers kind of take that stride in their career. I said at the top of the show we were going to talk about the cut line and the playoffs. Well, let's do that now. And when you take a look at this, 10th through 13th, separated by a measly 30 points, we know quickly that can really be made up. But I want to go through some drivers and talk about their path to the playoffs. And first up, it's going to be Jeb Burton.
Right, Jeb. I mean, he's going to keep thinking about that moment in Talladega where he was so close to getting a win and not having to worry about points, but he's done an incredible job of keeping that race team within the playoffs. He didn't want to see Nick Sanchez win, but I think right now for him, it is getting stage points like they have. If they continue doing that, they'll move forward. Taylor Gray, I mean, I think a win. I think he can absolutely win. That's his best pass forward. For Harrison Burton, I say similar to his cousin, the Burton brothers, the Burton cousins, they're the Bubble Boys. He's got to get stage points. That's going to get him forward.
We got Taylor Gray joining us right now, and we got to talk a little bit about how you're going to be coming from the back of the field after some trouble yesterday, and what that looks like for you at Sonoma.
Yeah, Carl, it's going to be a little bit of a long one here, this stage 1, but no, I'm confident.
How the hell's everybody doing? Y'all ready for some racing?
I don't
know, it feels like this week has been forever.
Early and be aggressive.
Feels like Chicago was like 7 weeks ago.
Especially guys running off, it's super common here.
Probably, I mean, that doesn't make sense though. Like, I've had a lot of fun this week. It's been like a great week. It's been like the best week of the whole year for me.
Where does Sonoma stack up for you in terms of road courses? You think
Kyle Busch finished 5th last week.
I've always loved
Sox have not lost a game since fucking
something typical that we go to. I tell you what,
since SVG last won a race. Before that,
at these places, but no, it's fun. It's a good challenge, especially Connor as well. Connor's really good, but it's a good challenge. It challenges me to be better going to these places. And yeah, it's just fun. I don't know, it's different.
You also.
But SVG is on pole today. He is not my win pick though. My win pick is Connor Zilish. He is starting in 2nd. I think he wins this race. And then I have Sheldon Creed as obviously the guy that I want to win. So those are the 2 guys that we have right there on the little board thing.
So it was cool. It's definitely cool to come back. And
one beautiful thing about Sonoma is that we're not going to get any rain.
Is that going to help you today?
That's not going to happen. That's nice.
All right, we talked to one driver on the cut line. Let's talk to another one who's with Ken Kuhn right now. That's right, Carla. Taylor Gray has the final spot in the playoffs. On the flip side of that, Harrison Burton, the first guy out, minus 8 points. So as we factor that in, how much opportunity is there today to find yourself back in a playoff position?
What are the stage breakdown and all that bullshit for today? What's the fucking...
And we didn't really execute the way we needed to, but we're still in a spot where I think I can be aggressive and go get stage points in stage 1. So that's really all that's on my mind, is try and get in front of Cousin Jeb up there in front of me and have our Airbox Ford Mustang up front. I think in practice I was really, really happy.
All right, the stages for today's race. Stage 1 is 20 laps.
So great opportunity for me.
Stage 2 is 25 laps. So that'll end lap 45. And then the final 34 laps is the final stage. It is a 79-lap race around this 1.99 mile road course. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Figured out that he could call this race with you. He said no to every other obligation, every other opportunity.
I think I actually got that right. Oh, no, it's a... Oh, no, hold on. No, because it is like a 2.5 mile, but we don't race the whole thing. The NASCAR circuit. Where's the NASCAR? How big is the NASCAR circuit?
Amazing job on the CW. It's been a lot of fun to watch you and Parker up in the booth, and I'm excited to join you.
Yeah, 1.99.
No doubt. And a lot of it is because of this track, because it's highly entertaining. You were just out there, cup practice and qualifying. Walk us through the challenges drivers face here today.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Chester, you look so weird.
We've got an onboard of my own car. I felt really good through turn 11. The drive off was slicker than I anticipated.
Chester looks like he's high right now.
Boost, at least in the next gen cars. I'm excited to see how these Xfinity guys handle it.
You all right, buddy?
Super easy to overdrive.
You're looking really weird.
Up the hill, I just did it. I slid.
You're acting really weird right now.
Turn 2, really, really loose corner on exit there as well. Lots of forward.
Why is your fucking dick out, dude? Get that, put that shit away. That's disgusting.
Really struggling and fighting your car. So
fucking weirdo.
Pretty tight, loose moment there in turn 3 and 3A. Turn 4, super easy. It's a wheel hop if you get in there too deep. That curve, like Parker mentioned earlier, you used to be able to use a lot of that right side curve.
Oh, we got Christopher Bell in the booth today?
But turn 7 is a great passing opportunity here. We'll see a lot of dive bombs, a lot of contact. And yeah, once you get to the S's, which we're at right now, it's all about getting line. And hope the guys you're following have pace, because you can lose a lot of lap time if you get stuck behind a slow car there.
You know, we heard from some of the other guys in today's field, and Taylor Gray, your teammate at Joe Gibbs Racing, referenced the fact it sucks racing against Shane Van Gisbergen because he's so good at this. You'll chase him tomorrow, everyone else chasing him today. What is it that has made him so good at this particular
I'm so glad to see a bunch of these drivers making their broadcasting debuts this year.
Well, I wish I could say that it was just this racetrack, but we've seen over the last month, Shane Van Gisbergen has really come into his own, and he's got confidence right now. Whenever you have confidence, you feel like you can do no wrong. He's winning every time he gets on the racetrack, whether it's for qualifying or the races themselves. So I expect Shane is going to be really tough these next 2 races today.
Yeah, fuel run is 42 to 47 laps, so you won't have to pit under green at all during this race.
Number 9, Carla.
Do we ever get tired of talking about SVG? I mean, he just really is that good.
It's tough because he's dominating right now, and he's the guy to beat. Even Christopher Bell is talking about it right there, and I loved his description of the track, by the way, far better than mine, as we went on that onboard lap of his cup lap there. But no, super cool to have him up in the booth. It's going to be really fun to have someone who's just on the track. We've been hearing all about how this track is different this year than last year. To have a guy who was just on it, that's going to be amazing to understand exactly what's happening in this race.
Yeah, I tell you what, the weather is phenomenal here in Sonoma this weekend. The Cup Series has been coming here since 1989, but this is just year 1 for the Xfinity Series. We're getting close to the start of this one. Pre-race ceremonies coming your way on the CW.
Cancer isn't me.
I'm gonna get you some water, Chester.
And the less time I spend treating my cancer, the better.
Oh, you have water. You're just...
Discover an injectable immunotherapy.
Well, what's your problem,
Opdivo Qvantig for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer
Come
has
here, buddy.
spread. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in 3 to 5 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig is an immunotherapy that works with your immune system to help fight cancer. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
A chance to live longer. A treatment that's faster.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
July 27th, the CW goes bananas when the Savannah Bananas come to the CW in their broadcast network debut. This isn't your grandpa's baseball. This is banana ball.
Back-to-back double trick.
Bro, I'll never forget when Aaron Boone started fucking freaking out to the umpire and he literally said, "Those guys are fucking savages, bro. Those guys are fucking savages." Like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. There's no way you said that.
12 Pacific, live only on the CW.
Behind the story, there's always more. The CNY Central YouTube channel with exclusive content. Get more. Subscribe now to CNY Central on YouTube.
Ryan Phelps has grown his car dealerships by helping thousands of customers regardless of credit history. Ryan Phelps Auto has 21 lenders for good credit, bad credit, and really bad credit with over 200 vehicles available and a buy here, pay here option.
Just because your credit's bad doesn't mean that you have to buy from some place like this. My store cares about its reputation, so it's certainly going to care about you.
Good credit, bad credit with A+ reputation. Visit RyanPhelps.com and see why everyone's buying from Ryan.
Car accident, Catalano wins. If you've been injured, you need your lawyer to do two things. Somebody you can talk to who knows what you're going through, and somebody who's got your back, who'll make sure the insurance company treats you fair. Nice to you, tough with them. So call Catalano Law today. As the home of the no-fee guarantee, you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Catalano wins. Call 500.
Don't wake up surprised by what's happening outside. The CW6 News at 10 is here for you at a more convenient time, giving you a first look at tomorrow's forecast from the Weather Authority team. The forecast you need when you want it. Join us for the CW6 News at 10.
Texas families are hurting after devastating floods. CW6 is partnering with the Salvation Army for Sinclair Cares, Texas Tragedy Relief. Scan the QR code to help provide meals and hope to survivors and first responders who need us now.
It is a gorgeous day for racing here in wine country, and for the second straight week, the Xfinity Series drivers will turn left and right. Sonoma Raceway is a road course that Carson Quapple has been looking forward to, telling me he loves it here because of how fast and how precise you have to be. He said you have to find a rhythm, and that suits the strength of my driving style compared to some of the flatter road courses. This track takes precision. Carson learned the limit yesterday, at one point ending up in the dirt runoff. He said he might back it down about 5 to 10% here. They start 7th, Dylan.
And Kim, Jesse Love's crew chief Danny Stockman said last week at Chicago, you had to be a bear and wrestle these cars around the racetrack. Here at Sonoma, it's a little bit of a different approach. More precision is required, and that's where his driver has excelled so far this weekend. They've got a car setup that they like, which helps. But you've got to find the limit and extract everything from the car, and so far Jesse has done that this weekend. It's resulted in his best career road course qualifying effort, which they'll try to parlay into his first career road course win today. Just about time to go racing here at Sonoma. Before we do so, let's get started with the race ceremonies.
Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Coast Guard Training Center of Petaluma Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome President and Senior Chaplain of Motor Racing Outreach, Billy Malden.
Heavenly Father, it is a great day, and we thank you for your presence in our lives. Bless everyone with a safe day, a great day of racing. Bless our nation and those who protect and defend our freedom, at home and abroad. allowing us all to experience and enjoy this sport we love. May your peace be with us. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome United States Navy Musician Second Class, Elizabeth Wetzel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
America.
And Sonoma Raceway just about ready to put on a show. 79, the key number for laps around this place. We'll get you ready.
Don't know why they couldn't have just made it an even 80 laps.
After this.
This is a hot flash. This is a hot flash. But this is a not flash. Veoza, the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause. With hormone-free Veoza, you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes. Veoza reduces the number and severity of hot flashes day and night. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about hormone-free Veoza. You could save on Veoza. Visit saveonveoza.com to learn more.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it.
Yes, sir. How about you go lay down?
Durability, affordability.
Come on, dude. I
Only
don't know what's
one
wrong with
place
you, but
does it all. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
Thanks, it's from Kohl's. Thanks, it's from Kohl's. Just practicing for the compliments.
Cue the compliments with Kohl's Summer Favorites. Save on styles for everyone with an extra 20% off right now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history, at the place where legends. This isn't just a race, it's a moment of truth. Their last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona.
This is everything. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Good afternoon from Wine Country. NASCAR's Xfinity Series racing at Sonoma Raceway.
3, 2, 1, green flag, green flag.
Who doesn't love Sonoma? Wine Country, it's beautiful, the racing's great, it's all about finesse.
Pick it up.
You can hammer it every lap and never pay the price.
Clear.
It's going to be a great afternoon in Sonoma. The Xfinity Series going road racing.
Chamber of Commerce weather here at Sonoma Raceway, and as we look at today's Xfinity Series field, there is a lot of momentum behind Sheldon Creed, the driver of the number 00.
Okay.
Last weekend, he finished third, getting 30 points to the playoff cut line. And get this, it was his biggest points day since Daytona in August of 2023. It's a great race for him. Last year, finishing second. Although that was a different team and a different manufacturer, Sheldon told me his car this weekend feels very similar to what he had last year. He qualified ninth, but Dylan, he thinks he's got a top 5 car.
And Kim, defending series champ Justin Allgaier has finished top 10 in both Sonoma Xfinity Series races, but he's got 2 teammates this weekend that are forcing everyone to elevate their game on road courses. The 7 team has responded by focusing and honing in on a setup that suits Justin's style, one that he said he needs to get back to being a road course contender. Their best finish in general over the last 4 weeks is just a 10th, but they're cautiously optimistic, Carla, about a good day today.
Yeah, not only is Junior Motorsports making up the front row, but all 5 of their drivers qualified in the top 10. And we know SVG and Zilich are good, but how about Sammy Smith? Been working with a road course coach this season to help him improve on his craft. So far, it's paid off. 2 top 10 finishes. He'll start 6th today. It's time to head back out for NASCAR's most famous words in racing.
Here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome ESPN reporter.
Hey, Marty Smith.
Marty Smith. What's up, Sonoma? I got 4 things to say to you. Praise hail, praise Dale, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
Hell yeah, dude. That man has so much energy.
How about Marty Smith with the command right there? It's time to go racing. We got Adam Alexander, Parker Kligerman, and C. Bell welcoming us back. We got the green flag next.
If you're 50 or over, you can be taking advantage of everything AARP has to offer right now. Join AARP for $15 for 1 year with automatic renewal, and your second membership is free. Get instant access to discounts on everyday purchases, eye care, and prescriptions, and programs, tools, and tips to help manage your money and maximize your health. Plus, AARP fights to protect your Social Security, Medicare, and more. Join and get an insulated trunk organizer free, plus AARP the magazine. Call or go to joinaarp.org now.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy, then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Come on in and see for yourself. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Tuesday, NXT on the CW means big things with the biggest force, Oba Femi. Oba looks ready for war. He's domination personified.
I am the ruler, the destroyer. I am the mountain that you cannot climb.
Wherever he goes, destruction follows.
This man, he might be a monster.
It's Oba Femi, and he's doing big things on NXT. All new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
plumbing emergencies can strike at any time. When it does, call 315-638-RUDY. Rudy Plumbing is here for you 24/7, ready to tackle any plumbing problem, whether it's a leaky faucet or running toilet, no hot water, or a flooded basement, even sewer cleaning. No job is too big or small for Rudy Plumbing. Call us anytime, day or night, for fast, reliable service you can trust. Rudy Plumbing. We are your neighborhood plumber. 315-638-RUDY.
Dave Anthony here for Romano Toyota. Shopping sedans? If so, pay close attention to this new offer. Lease a 2025 Camry LE for just $389 a month with only $3,000 down, and that includes taxes. Prefer to buy? Buy it for $31,500 and get 4.99% financing. This 2025 Camry LE comes with Toyota Care and Safety Sense and more. So lease your 2025 Camry for just $389 a month or buy it for $31,500. Romano Toyota, Bridge Street.
After a serious accident, choosing the right law firm makes all the difference. Here's Coley's experience with Stanley Law. Tony was relatable and easy to talk to. He listened to everything we had to say,
fuck?
and boy, he fought for us.
This is hilarious.
Tony stayed on
Oh my
top of our
god.
case and made something happen. Tony and the rest of the team at Stanley Law are
Yo, this is wild.
Never know. At Stanley Law, we believe
Trump
when we
posted
work
on
together,
Truth Social. He said that the Red Sox have not lost since they saw me in the Oval Office. 8 wins in a row. Deadass.
It's a great Saturday afternoon in
He posted that
Northern
on.
California.
You can't even really see
Today,
it.
NASCAR Xfinity Series racing at Sonoma for the
That's
third
crazy.
time. CW Sports welcomes you into the Pit Boss Food Max 250. It's the fourth road course race of 2025. Hard to believe we're already past the midway point of the season. So good to have you with us, everybody. Welcome into the broadcast booth with Christopher Bell, Parker Kligerman. I'm Adam Alexander. Christopher says, hi, everybody. Hey, we're glad you're here. This is going to be fun.
This is going to be great.
And good luck dealing with him all afternoon. Let's talk about this racetrack because it is kind of the star. Such a challenge. Go through the map here and tell us some of the hot points.
Right, well, it starts into turn 1. This is 70 feet of...
But yeah, are y'all ready for some racing?
Don't want to use too much of the inside curve. It will really upset
Racing!
And then it gets all the way down.
Racing from Sonoma!
Really heartbreaking zone, a really tight corner.
Sonoma Raceway.
That'll lead you down through the S's and into turn 10, which turn 10, all about setting up that passing zone for turn 11. Turn 10 can be really sketchy, get you offline, or set you up for a great braking opportunity in 11.
You referenced turn 11 and the significance that it plays here. And my dream situation is today, final lap. You got Connor Zilic and Shane like that. Yes, just like that. Break down the 88 this afternoon, qualified second.
I think last week Connor Zilic learned a lesson in that Shane Van Gisbergen was his teammate at Junior Motorsports, his trackhouse teammate. He thought he might want to race him cleaner than he did. But what he learned is Shane really wants to win, and he will do what it takes. I think if the roles are reversed today, Connor knows what it might take to beat Shane. Absolutely. I can promise you, Shane knows that he can.
Sonoma Raceway.
It's been really fun to see him get a shot in that junior
Sonoma Raceway.
Starting on the front row today. Green flag comes your way next.
Travel
Sonoma
to a checklist.
You know, it'd be fun if they did like the drag strip at Sonoma. It'd be fun if they did like a race on the drag strip and a NASCAR race at the same time. I think that could be fun.
Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist, or see Notre Dame in her. She helped restore it, by the way. Don't just see a place. Experience it.
Sonoma.
However you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo Traps. Zevo attracts and traps bugs 24/7 using a blue and UV light with no odor and no mess for effortless protection. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy and quickly fade?
No.
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
Today, I choose us how to screen us for colon cancer. Yeah, on my land, not theirs. Give me colon
Excuse me? We can do that for you.
What, no battle?
Nope. Just a prescription.
Victory!
Cologuard is an effective and non-invasive colon cancer screening test. False positive and negative results may occur. Those at high risk should use colonoscopy. Skip the drama. Ask your provider or request Cologuard online.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. Some fancy experts finished a network test, and T-Mobile sort of opened a can of whoop-up. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say, "You won't believe where I am." Seriously, where am I? Hey, I got signal.
That grimy film on your teeth.
Dr. G?
It's actually the buildup of plaque bacteria, which can cause cavities.
Most toothpaste quit working in minutes, but Crespo Health's antibacterial fluoride protects all day.
It stops cavities before they start.
Crest.
Less than a lap from going green in Sonoma, California with the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Qualifying happened yesterday. Now we get our starting grid brought to you by Pit Boss Grills. Shane Van Gisbergen on the pole. Who do you notice in those front 5 rows, Christopher?
Well, I see a couple Toyota Bugs up there. William Smallage got the ARCA win yesterday, and then another teammate, Brandon Jones. He's put a lot of effort into the road courses this year.
Those Toyota's been pretty quick, with some other quick cars in this field. A great qualifying effort for Blaine Perkins in 12th, and Anthony Alfredo starts 13th, his best start in Sonoma. Finally seeing the speed we see out of him at the road courses.
I'd love to take a look at one of those Christian Eckes, who's been good on the road this year, and right behind him, Nick Sanchez, back-to-back top 5s, including that victory in Atlanta a couple of weeks ago, the first of his career.
Yeah, don't let that qualifying position fool you. He's got a lot of speed, and Austin Green, speaking of speed, has had a lot at the road course. He has 2 top 10s in his last 2 starts this season, and finished a career best 4th at Sonoma last year. He'll have to pass a lot of cars, but I think that young man's good.
Field coming down to turn 7, and then they'll make their way to the S's. They're behind the Toyota GR Supra pace car. We've beaten the field all day long. Let's get a little pep talk before we go green.
Yes, sir.
Remember when they moved the MLB All-Star Game away from Atlanta 4 years ago, and it's in Atlanta? Yeah, I remember when that happened because like the Atlanta, like the Georgia voting controversy or whatever. I don't fucking know, but I remember being happy about it because that meant that we got to have the home run derby at Coors Field that year.
Track for the first time this weekend, a Rookie of the Year driver for Junior Motorsport.
But he's been so impressive on the road courses. Doesn't have a big road course background, but is taking to it so well. That's why that team and Andrew Overstreet have the confidence to tell him something like that. Hey, we think you could be right there behind the 9 and the 88 and pick up the pieces and make it a little bit of contact on.
Race analysis today. Opening stage 20 laps, stage 225. 34 laps to end at 79 laps total. You look at that fuel window, you know, it's big because if you flip stage 2, it's like, can we make it or can we not? Most would say we need help with cautions. Strategy is always such a huge part of the game when you race.
It really is, and you have to figure out if you're strong enough to compete for the win, which is going to be tough today with that 9 and 88. But if you're going to compete for the win, it's awful hard to take those stage points.
That's what I was going to say. Strategy is not just about having track position at the end. It's being able to manipulate those stages so you get the stage.
Where's Kyle Busch? He's not in the race, Jaden.
Finished 1-2 last week, starting.
At least I don't think he is he? Maybe.
Shane Van Gisbergen in control.
A misstep by me for not knowing that.
Here we go. Racing on the road in Sonoma, California.
Green flag. Green flags in the air. We are racing from Sonoma. I know, but why? I don't fucking know. Ask him.
But he's in the inside of turn 2 here. He'll want to clear that 88 and have clear track into turn 3.
We've seen that the top of the hill over there in turn 2 gets.
Oh, someone's in the grass.
Off track, but it looks pretty smooth.
That's the 10 of fucking whoever that person is.
Daniel
Dye, yeah.
Over there, so they've lost a lot, even more time to where they started.
Already behind the 8 ball, Austin Green had a career best here last year, finished inside the top 5, running part-time for Jordan Anderson Racing. Sam Mayer settles into 3rd, Jesse Love the 2 in 4th. Top 6 nose to tail.
This is where it gets so tight, Christopher. These opening laps are after a restart. You funnel down into 7. That's when you see tons of contact usually.
Yeah, and you really are fighting for every position you can through those S's because you have to get single file and you lose so much track time.
I love that one angle. It's like head on through the S's that they just showed. I love that. That's a great angle.
Doesn't want to sit behind Shane. He gives him a little peek. Isn't close enough.
Jesse Love inside of Mayer for 3rd.
He kept Shane looking in his mirror, that's for sure.
I like that bit of mental tactics early on.
What you don't want is you don't want Shane to get a comfortable lead. He is so good at taking care of his tires and being good on the long run. If I'm Connor, I'm going to try and keep the pressure on hard.
I just want us to race here in the springtime.
Anything you could do
when the fucking grass doesn't look like vomit.
Go back and take a look at what happened coming up the hill, turn 2 on that first lap.
Oh, he just got out of the groove. Oh, yeah. So slick if you get track right on entry to turn 2 there.
He learned a good lesson. When it starts to get gray on the racetrack, you don't want to be there.
On board with another rookie, Dean Thompson.
Dean got lucky.
Yeah. That's just, and that checkup there in turn 2 will happen on almost every restart there today. It just gets so compacted. The car, cars 2x2x2, something in 3 wide as Nick Sanchez looks down here on the inside of Christian Eckes, down to 7, and gets the inside of Harrison Burton at the same time.
He raced Harrison really friendly on the exit of turn 7 there. There's a big hump on the apex curve. Leaving turn 7, he left Harrison plenty of room, and Harrison was able to get.
Look at the wheel.
Let's compare and contrast. Remember that lap 2 and how they raced in turn 7. Fast forward 50, 60 laps, and it's not going to be as friendly.
Here we go.
Here's Zelich.
Oh no. Nope. Fuck that. That is fucking.
You get the inside there to 11, but now it puts you in an awkward position here into 1 up the hill, but then it comes your way as you're in the inside for turn 2. This is why this place is so interesting. He makes the pass.
Oh, crossover. Did you see that? Van Gisbergen almost sideways, lost some momentum, put Sam Mayer in the game for 2nd.
That was an impressive pass on the 88 going outside in turn 1. We saw at the start of the race a couple guys get wide in turn 1, just not a lot of grip on track right, which Connor was able to make it work.
Shane's fighting hard here to try and hold off Sam Mayer. He should have the preferred groove here into 7 and is able to clear him now. But that's what happens here at Sonoma, Adam. You get put in the wrong position as you go through these switchback S's, and suddenly
you got to make your passes.
Exactly, you lose a ton of time. You've got to be decisive your passes, and you mentioned that outside around into turn 1 from Connor Zelich. That was incredible.
Jesse Love.
Yeah, Zelich has the lead.
And Danny Stockman, the crew chief on the radio pre-race, reiterated what Parker and Christopher have talked about in the passing zones that are turn 7 and turn 11. But his biggest message was set yourself up in the corners leading up to those to be good there all day long. So we saw him challenging Sam Mayer down here into turn 11 the last time through. Didn't make the pass, but that's his message.
Is the wheel beatable? So yeah, he is beatable. I mean, I literally predicted that Zelich would win. So.
Got to be thinking ahead on the road course. And look at this. I mean, Connor Zelich rode right.
He's definitely beatable, but like, is he?
And Mayer
you know?
Right there with that 9. Mayer, green and white 41, the 9. Obviously,
it's very hard to do. It's like Max Verstappen was always beatable. This is very hard to actually do that.
And I think that's the key. You know, we saw that in Cup qualifying. He wasn't real happy with his race car, even though he was very fast. You know, this place, Christopher, we were talking before we went on air, that it seems different than last year. Like, it definitely has less grip, and it has caught a lot of these teams off guard. And I think we're seeing it evolve through the weekend, that right now you're seeing results of that where Shane is maybe struggling in this race car. They haven't quite made the right adjustments going in the race.
How about the man out front, Dylan?
Yeah, he's got to the lead. Now let's take a listen to what the plan is from crew chief Marty Lindley.
We run one lap here to try to set the fastest lap of the race, and then we got to chill. It's worth it? Probably not. Good, man. Your tires and your gap. He's stupid. He left because he's on the same plan we are.
That is worth a point if he can have the fastest lap of the day, but playing the long game as well for the 88.
Does anybody know when the truck playoffs start? When do the Truck Series playoffs start?
We're at lap 5 of 79, and we know.
I know it's before the.
It came right down to the very end. Great start here in Sonoma, and this move was key for Connor Zillage to get ahead of the
Fuck,
curve.
it doesn't even say. Oh,
Take the
wait.
lead from his teammate Shane Van Gisbergen.
It starts August 30th. Ah, shit. I thought it started like earlier than that.
Men, get ahead of your curve with a bump. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments and get somebody for.
We'll have to do testing with that playoff like color.
Thanks, it's from Kohl's. Thanks, it's from Kohl's. Just
like, you know how it highlights the playoff drivers that you said it would do, Jaden?
With Kohl's summer favorites.
We'll have to test that when the truck playoffs start.
With an extra 20% off right now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Change is always happening. It's part of life.
At least we get to have that little test
We want to
period
do our part
before
to
the
keep one
cup
thing
playoffs
safe.
start.
With a 5-year price guarantee on our internet.
That's, I guess, one
So no matter
positive
how your
about
other
the
costs
truck
change,
playoffs starting before.
You get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
We get August 30th at Darlington. The race is at noon.
Shady Rays sunglasses. Break them or lose them. We'll replace them. Easy as that.
Kyle's gonna need new Shady Rays.
You have some ideas in mind too?
Another pair, fast.
We should talk about those later.
Shady Rays. Eyewear that has your back.
If you're 50 or over, you can be taking advantage of everything AARP has to offer right now. Join AARP for $15.
Old people already take advantage of enough shit.
And your second membership is free.
I'm sorry, that was.
Access to discounts on every
I don't know where that came from. That was evil.
Programs, tools, and tips to help manage your money and maximize your health. Plus, AARP
Oh,
to
shit.
protect your Social Security, Medicare, and more. Join and get an
Taylor
insulin
Gray almost
truck
got spun
organizer
around there.
free, Plus AARP the magazine. Call or go to joinaarp.org now.
Savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch. Only serious about flavor.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
So, you like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Here's some Toyota legends you can get behind. Meet Tyler Reddick. Crushed it in Xfinity Series and now he's here. Basically the Cinderella story, if Cinderella drove 200 miles per hour. Then there's John Hunter Nemechek. New kid on the block, all gas, no brakes. Oh, and Denny Hamilton. Ever heard of Daytona? He's won it 3 times. No big deal. We have a lot of drivers, all legends. You pick. You in?
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending...
I'm having a few ideas too about the playoff thing. I'm having some things that I'm like, kind of thinking about in my noggin right now. Because I'm thinking about like what color I want it to be for each driver. But then if it's like too dark of a color, the names might not appear that good. I don't know.
At least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule
We have time to figure it out.
Flexible payment options. Get it fixed now and pay later. Only at SafeLight.com.
CW Sports back live in Sonoma, California. You're watching coverage of the Pit Boss Food Max 250. We love taking you side by side on CW. That means you don't miss anything. And while we were away, Shane Van Gisbergen said, I'm fine leading. Thank you very much. We're right back to the
So SVG took the lead.
It's been an awesome battle between these two.
Is he really beatable?
They're on pit road. About to issue apparently, but these two, I mean, this has been so fun to watch, and I think the thing for Connor Zilic is he's falling so closely, Christopher. You got to be worried about one thing, which is sort of overheating your car a little bit right back there.
Yeah, definitely. And those brakes, and these road course races, the brakes will get super, super hot. And one thing you noted earlier is the Xfinity fastest lap that's being traded back and forth between both of our leaders. And the tires just seem like they're getting a little bit better every single time that we come by.
So they're not slowing down. The pace is picking up, and these two are absolutely going at it at the front of the field right now. This is a lot of fun to watch, and I think a lot of times people think that Shane sometimes just taking care of his equipment. I don't know if that's quite the case here. You wouldn't have someone that close to riding behind you who can potentially make a move at any point.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see how this run evolves, and I can promise you, all of the Cup guys have done a lot of studying on Shane and what his driving style is, and his strength. He has great pace, but whenever you get laps on tires, that's where he just never starts to fall off, and he's able to pull away from the field.
What do you think that is?
I wish I knew. It just seems like he's able to drive his car at 90% and have the pace that everyone else is at 100%.
Watching the back and forth at the front.
Yeah, Shane just got a good run off of turn 4. Put it inside into 7.
This puts you side by side through the S's that eventually something has to give through here. You don't want to be side by side too long through here. They somehow got away with it, that was just showing you the skill they have. Usually if two cars go side by side through there, there's contact.
Mayer was hoping they were staying side by side.
And hey, credit to Mayer. Because
yeah, he's keeping pace.
Two are, but he is right there.
He is keeping pace.
Good update on the race leader. Here's Kim.
Yeah, SVG not typically one to give a lot of car feedback during a race run. He typically saves that for the caution breaks, but he did come on the radio right before that pass on Connor and said, feels like the pressures are low in the left rear. But we talked about this yesterday. Crew Chief Corey Shea has remarked how SVG is so good with his racecraft on road courses that he a lot of times can make up for the things that the car might be lacking.
I know you guys were talking a lot about lap times in Chicago whenever I was watching in, but if you look, even Mayer's keeping pace. He's within a 10th of the leaders, and then you look at 4th on back there, over a second off. Wow.
Well, and look at the difference, right? Mayer, second and a half back of the leaders, but Love almost 6 seconds.
So we're halfway through the first stage here at Sonoma Raceway. It's the guys you expected to be battling for the lead, and they're still battling for it pretty hard right now. SVG and Connor Zilic. These guys never fail to amaze me.
These two are just setting a blistering pace at the front and not getting out of the gas.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Adam, but I'm watching two cars just absolutely sideways there to turn 10. Zilic got the inside curve, which is so dangerous to touch that curve. He got very close to SVG. SVG ended up putting the left rear out in the dirt on the late exit. That can get super sketchy. If you go too far out there, you can actually lose the race car. These two, they're pushing each other right now.
I feel like Connor is making Shane run a lot harder than what he wants to right now.
How about the three at the front have combined to win 10 of the last 13 races on the road of the Xfinity?
That's an impressive stat right there.
Big time. Halfway home, stage 1. Haven't said Sheldon Creed's name today. What's the report there, Kim?
Yeah, he came on the radio and said he felt like he had a left rear coming apart. The spotter, though, gave it a look, said it looks okay, but they are ready if he feels like it is an issue and needs to come down.
You know, he had a tire problem here last year. Made an unscheduled pit stop. You're riding with him into turn 7. Pit boss onboard camera. But if you make a pit stop now, and I even think about Christian Eckles, you can kind of connect it to your next stop that can get you to the end. So sometimes an early problem, because of the thought process of flipping stages to gain track position later and all of that, it doesn't necessarily work against you if you have to make a pit stop now.
Right, it kind of opened at lap 10 there, and the thought process maybe lap 16 on this stage. That sort of gets you to the end of stage 2, pit there, and you can make it to the end of the race.
Yeah, all about that fuel window.
The other thought, where do tires fit in? And do you want to make that final pit stop later? Might give up some track position, but when you get down to the closing laps, get those better lap times, maybe make up some ground. Jesse Love 4th, 9 seconds behind. Something going on there, Dylan?
Jesse Love looks like he does have an issue.
Trying to figure out exactly what is going on with this two cars.
Looks like he's slowing.
The race has said that he feels like something
Not significantly, but definitely losing positions.
on the radio and said he felt like the back of the car was shaking on acceleration, but the team has looked at
Yeah, he definitely has an issue.
pictures on the monitors, but I do believe they're going to come down here and at least change 4 tires in case they have a loose wheel or something. If he does pit, these cars that have pitted early, they should be able to make it to the end of stage 2, but it's just going to be a little bit of different strategy and obviously maybe a bigger issue for the 2 than that.
Jesse Love has fallen to 6th. This is home racetrack. Grew up in Menlo Park, California, 72 miles from here. Top 5, just past the halfway point of the opening stage. Van Gisbergen and Zilich, Mayer, Sawalich, and Waffle. Racing, always competitive, in particular, turn 11 in Sonoma.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's, is now available with the all-new Big QP. Fries, bottomless chips and salsa, and a bottomless drink, all for just $10.99. So if you're McDone with tiny, overpriced burgers, just come to Chili's.
So Jesse Love is pitting.
3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
If you feel
They're going to put 4 tires on it. Hope maybe that fixes the issue. I kind of think it might be something bigger.
Personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best
It's
brands
definitely a bigger issue that they're having.
Big Green Egg, Traeger, and
They're still on pit road.
That sounds pretty.
Still in their pit box. They've been in their pit box for about 30 seconds, and they're about to go a lap down.
He's leaving home to protect his family and yours. We're with Tara during the holidays.
So Jesse Love has gone a lap down. He was running in 3rd or 4th earlier.
With all service members and their families who need connection, comfort, and a home away from home. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
Travel. It's gone from being an adventure to a checklist. But the world is still full of wonder. You just need a better way to find it. Introducing Airbnb Experiences. Master ramen with an award-winning chef. Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist. Or see Notre Dame with her. She helped restore it, by the way. Don't just see a place. Experience it.
There's a place no map will show you, where GR cars turn into full-blown track beasts. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. You in?
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Come on in and see for yourself. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Safe like repair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad.
Safe like replace.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to safelight.com and we can come to you. Sick. Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway. Have a good day. I love you. With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later only at safelight.com.
Safe like repair. Safe like replace.
Under the Saturday night lights at Richmond, there's no place to hide. Tight turns, tippers flaring, when the sun goes down and the sparks fly. Dreams of the playoffs live or die in prime time. 3 nights, 3 races, 1 shot at the best weekend of your summer. You better not miss it. NASCAR weekend at Richmond Raceway. Get your tickets now at richmondraceway.com.
See Jesse Love on pit road here, the Wheeling number 2 Chevy.
Yeah, Jesse Love is still on pit road.
It carries the names of fallen law enforcement officers as part of Wheelin's ongoing partnership with the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund. It's a partnership Jesse is proud to honor on his car. Here's Carla Metz.
And the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund is dedicated to honoring the fallen and telling the story of American law enforcement and making it safer for those who serve. Wheelin's partnership with this fund. And their annual tribute car has been a powerful tradition, each one carrying hundreds of real names engraved into the National Memorial in D.C. To learn more, you can scan the QR code to donate.
I saw Jesse doing some social media this week with some law enforcement. I believe it was in the state of Alabama, but did a really good job of sending the message of the importance of law enforcement. And unfortunate, I talked before the break about this being his home track. These issues going to end this afternoon.
Yeah, most likely some sort of rear end issue here, possibly a broken track bar mount, which happens at the road course all the time. As you see, Riley Hurts here on pit road, 5 to go. That window is open right now for these teams that want to flip the stage. He's obviously doing just a part-time schedule, doesn't care about those stage points. He wants to flip it.
Let's go 88 radio. Connor Zillich second right now.
The only car within 12 seconds is at 41. So all those other guys will have to pit with 3 to go. We're planning on running the stage out to win the stage 9 shift flip it.
All right. Well, that gives you the game plan if it all goes to plan. They want those points and a playoff point. Obviously, the 9 being Shane Van Gisbergen does not care. He's just here to do one thing only in a part-time driver and a part-time team, and that is win the race.
Yeah, we're going to have some split strategies. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
And it's going to be fun when you put one driver back in the pack and somebody else up front, watching these two match up later on. Nick Sanchez making his scheduled green flag stop. 4 to go in the stage, Kim.
Yeah, and talking to Patrick Donahue, the crew chief, he said the car is much better than they qualified. Very disappointed with the qualifying effort. However, he said the winning strategy he felt like was to short pit both stages. They will have to stretch it on fuel if they short pit that second stage. Right now, though, complaint that we're hearing across the field, losing grip on the 48 of Nick Sanchez.
So you flip the stage. You come before the stage ends, and then when others pit, at the end of the stage, you cycle to the front. It's a game of a leapfrog, the back and forth of strategy on a road course. And we talk about doing it inside of 5 laps to go. We'll close pit road with 2 to go in the stage. So you have to get your service done prior to that. And most going to do it with 3 to go because they're too far back to wait to 2 to go with these guys out front just pulling away from the pack.
Christopher, you mentioned earlier that I'm just blown away right now. We're seeing other cars struggle with fall-off. We've heard of some tire issues out there. These two, on the other hand, have set their fastest laps just within the last 3 laps and continue to be more than a second to a second and a half faster than the field, Kim.
Yeah, William Swatch coming in for his routine stop. Confident after that ARCA West win yesterday. In fact, the team said that is exactly what this driver needed after the up-and-down season that they've had. William, though, saying he needs drive and side bite, so they will make a slight adjustment, Dylan.
Justin Allgaier is in as well, right side of the screen like many others, just reporting that he needs forward drive. He said the left rear is smoked. They're going to change 4 tires at fuel and make an adjustment on the 7.
Allgaier, the reigning champ, 3 wins in road course competition in his career. See Corey Day also making a pit stop, driving the 17 for Hendrick Motorsports. Based on what we heard on the radio, the 9 will come here. He does, and look who he brings with him. Connor Zillich pitting as well. You know, the one thing I like about this, you have such an advantage.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, you pit here, you may not win the stage, but you're still going to finish top 10, right, Dylan?
Zillich peels off there right at the head of pit road, just asking for a little bit of forward drive. They were telling him just manage your stuff here over the course of this run. He did that pretty well and hung with SVG, who's at the right of the screen, and headed to pit road. 4 tires and fuel for the
SVG's pitting.
Yeah, and SVG
Zillich is pitting.
Very last box on pit road. He was reporting no rear grip, no rear ladder rate, and he said it's worse on the right hand.
You've been here for 20 minutes. I was smiling. I was texting my friend. Saying, what the fuck is up, you party man?
Adjustment there. It's going to be a head-to-head battle off pit road between SVG and his teammate coming in that screen, Connor Zillich.
This is not for the lead right now.
I was gonna say that I was texting my boss, but she's not my boss anymore. She quit recently, so she ain't my boss no more.
It's Connor Zillich that jumps in front of the 9.
And you pointed out the most amazing part about this is with the way they stretched that lead, and since we heard that radio, the 88 wanting to pit here, or not wanting to stay out, they've stretched so much, Christopher, that they basically had the ability to pit and still come out and get stage points. Zillich right now in 9th.
That is the best of both worlds for sure.
Unbelievable.
You know what, Jaden?
In Chicago in the Cup race.
That was almost. You'd just be lucky that wasn't a timeout.
The Cup level. Like he finished 11th in the stage, but it's just remarkable the speed that he puts up.
So Sam Mayer has the lead. It looks like he'll get the stage win. He has a 10-second lead over second place, Brandon Jones.
He's going to run it long, get the stage win. Other drivers running it long: Brandon Jones, Quapple, Sammy Smith, Sheldon Creed, the top 5. And
Jaden, it does not. I don't have a lover. No, my fucking love is this. I think I've decided that I want to stay single forever. Like, I'll have like if I ever need to like fuck someone, maybe I'll do that. But like, I think I'll just be single forever, dude. I'm fine with that life. I like this life better. I don't want to have to be in a fucking relationship and deal with like the bullshit that goes along with that.
All the time whenever we come into these road courses, do we want to stay out and take the points? Do we want to flip the stages and keep the track position? But I will say there's a big difference between winning the stage and running.
Fuck a race car? I might do that, dude. Who's to say I won't?
Insurance policy over the cut line. He didn't necessarily need the points, but he doesn't have a win. He's not locked in, but at plus 149, I think there's little doubt he'll be a part of the championship equation when we get to the fall.
Chester, are you dead? Oh, okay, he's alive.
He's had a good run lately, but you always want to continue to build. At plus 63, these stage points would be really good for him as well.
So Sam Mayer's going to come around. He'll win stage 1 at Sonoma Raceway.
A stage at Bristol back in the springtime. And it's the second time he's won a stage on a road course. 3 years ago, he took the green and white checkered flag at Circuit of the Americas. Jones is second. Carson Quapple finishes third. Sammy Smith, who won earlier this season at Rockingham, is fourth. Sheldon Creed, who won a stage last week and came in plus 30 above the cut line, ends up in the top 5. Teammates from Haas Factory finishing top 5.
So it's about a 26-minute, 45-second green flag run to begin the race. I'm going to go outside and smoke, and I'll be back for the start of stage 2.
But I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take one's daily audience at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Thank you for making News Nation America's fastest growing cable network in all of television. Let's get after it. The place where left and right come to be reasonable. News Nation, news for all Americans.
The National Weather Desk covers America's weather now. 200 meteorologists provide valuable insight into the world of weather. Watch the National Weather Desk.
He's just putting up unbelievable numbers. It's just incredible.
Ryan Phelps has grown his car dealerships by helping thousands of customers regardless of credit history. Ryan Phelps Auto has 21 lenders for good credit, bad credit, and really bad credit with over 200 vehicles available and a buy here, pay here option.
Just because your credit's bad doesn't mean that you have to buy from some place like this. My staff cares about its reputation, so it's certainly going to care about you.
Good credit, bad credit with A+ reputation. Visit RyanPhelps.com and see why everyone's buying from Ryan.
Speed on the field is very exciting, but it only works when it's calculated and under control. Soccer is all about making the right decision as many times as you can. That's very similar to when you're on the road. I've rushed plays before, and I've paid for it. And your ego gets involved for a split second, you can make a decision that can change your life and someone else's. That's why following the speed limit is so important. It's not there to slow you down. It's there to protect you and everyone else around you. Speeding always catches up with you. Stay in control.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. And by Pit Boss Grills. Bigger, hotter, heavier. CW Sports back live in Sonoma, California. This place just amazing. Just a spectacular scene. And I love when we come out here. Xfinity cars doing it for the third time. A number of drivers yet to make a pit stop. You would anticipate now that the stage is ended, they will come down and get their service. And there's a long line at pit entry. Progressive Pit Road is open. Mayer leading a bunch of them down. Here's Dylan Welch.
Sammy Smith finished 4th in that stage. In the 8 car, he is the first pit box at the head of pit road. This is the same song and dance we've heard from about everybody today. Lacking rear grip. He also said, I really need a windshield tear off. There's a lot of fluid out there, and I'm struggling to see. Chassis and an air pressure adjustment on the 8 car, Kim.
Well, Dylan, we're going to sound like broken record all day. For Brandon Jones, 2 numbers too loose to start there by the end of the run. A number 3 too loose. He said no rear grip at all. He'll look for some stability there with that chassis adjustment. You see 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel. For stage 1 winner, Sam Mayer losing overall lateral grip. He said the biggest thing, he's sliding the rears in both the right and left-handers. You see him now on the right of your screen. They will make a track bar adjustment.
And now the race off Progressive Pit Road. Brandon Jones in front of Quapple and Mayer. Mayer goes 2 in the wrong direction. Creed gets a spot, and all of these drivers are going to start behind those that had made a pit stop prior to the end of the stage. We'll reset the running order when we come back.
Cancer isn't me. It's something I treat. And the less time I spend treating my cancer, the better. This is me.
Discover an injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly, in 3 to 5 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig is an immunotherapy that works with your immune system to help fight cancer. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
A chance to live longer. A treatment that's faster.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com today.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients to real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words.
Bro, it is hot out there. It is 92 degrees.
But that's pretty close. Hidden Valley Ranch. New bottle, same great flavor.
This is a hot flash. This is a hot flash. But this is a not flash.
Veoza, the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause. With hormone-free Veoza, you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes. Veoza reduces the number and severity of hot flashes day and night. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased
They deleted
appetite,
South Park from
nausea,
Paramount Plus.
hunger,
That's stupid.
yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about hormone-free Veoza. You could save on Veoza. Visit saveonveoza.com to learn more.
Sox lead 1-0 right now.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Blue Chew, helping you shake and bake all night.
CW Sports back in Sonoma, California. Jesse Love out of the race. Here's Carla.
Yeah, disappointing day for the two-car, especially.
Yeah, Jesse Love is done for the race.
Starting fourth, had a strong run. What happened out there?
Yeah, the rear end broke in half, so definitely a bummer, but nothing we can really do about it. Try to fix it, and I mean, whole rear end's just basically split in two right now.
How disappointing is it after you were running so well?
Yeah, obviously it sucks, right? I don't know. I try not to get too low, right? Still a lot of good that came out of this weekend. You know, I've put so much effort into the road course stuff, and people like Josh Wise and Scott Speed have worked really hard with me to, you know, be better on these road courses, and I feel like it was kind of the first weekend that I feel like I could run with Shane and Connor. So there's still a lot to be proud of. Sometimes these things are going to happen, and kind of got to roll with the punches. The worst part is the points, obviously, that loss, but we just got to keep on doing what we've been doing, and I feel like we're getting our cars faster after like the last month we've had. So that's been solid. I've been happy about that, and we'll just keep working at it. And I'm proud of the good stuff that came out this week.
Good news for Jesse, won earlier this season at Daytona, so he is locked into the playoffs. So all this cycles back to Shane Van Gisbergen on the front row. Zillich going to be the control car here because he won that battle in the green flag pit stop exchange. 11 drivers stayed on track. They're the ones that had flipped the stage. Brandon Jones won the race off pit road prior to the choose. He was back there in the 12th position.
All right.
Ready to start stage 2.
We're ready to go back green for stage 2.
California. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series brought to you by Blue Chew.
Pace car's off. And green flag's back in the air.
A bit of role reversal from the start of the race there. Zillich down the outside of turn 1. This is where he was able to make the pass as well under green on SVG, but they'll go side by side to turn 2. Shane hangs out there. He did.
SVG and Zillich side by side. Zillich gets the spot.
So tight. Look at Sirolic. Sanchez right there as well. Austin Hill in the game.
Here comes SVG.
And have some track position. He's in the 21.
Oh, 3 wide is going to be tight. They sorted it out in turn 4.
Oh, SVG coming on the inside. Oh, man, he almost lost it. Got on the turtles there.
How did he do that? That is what makes him so impressive. He has so much potential in the braking zones. Has the rear spot.
He was using his third foot inside there.
Exactly
His third foot.
Well, you know what? Last week, though,
I mean, usually a third foot means something else.
passes and you're like, that's not
Means you got a schlong, bruh.
he just plays by
Does SVG got a fucking schlong? Is that how he is so good? He just has a giant-ass fucking cock. So he could just fucking have a third foot, pretty much.
Get out of here, Connor. Side by side, coming back to the start-finish line. Now 88 jumps in front of him. And he did move him there, but he was quite kind in doing it down there in turn 11. Yeah, that's right. I don't know if he was smiling as that happens, laughing, or just sending a message, but that was
I don't even know what that is, Jaden.
How about these two? Great veterans. Been the best this year. You guys talk pre-race.
Maybe he just has a fucking ginormous-ass fucking schlong.
49 in front of Austin Hill. They both won 3 times
That can, like,
this year.
it literally reaches the pedals.
Okay, I came to play. No, it's been awesome. I think all
I didn't say it. Jamie McMurray said it, so don't.
Series, as we have so many rookies here this season, and obviously have fighting right here at the pointy end of the field in Sonoma, both great road racers who are in this tight.
I'm just echoing what he said.
Regular season title. Oh, of course, Quapple hip check Sam Mayer. Sam, who won the stage, is trying to make his way back to the field.
Or that's just Jamie McMurray. I meant Parker Kligerman.
Is the 16 of Christian Eckes. Remember, he had the tire problem. Had to make the early pit stop, but they said, you know what? We're just going to turn this into track position. They have.
Oh wait, I think you showed me this one time. It was some super fucked up shit, but I don't remember what it was.
I mean, it's just like what we saw stage 1. 88 and 9, just throwing haymakers at each other.
So awesome. I'll be curious to see as we go through this run if Shane is not able to get by Zilich. You know, what we saw from Connor, what I thought was so impressive with his car is how closely he could follow that whole run. Let's take a listen to his radio and see what that team thinks.
He beats you up the hill, and you beat him down the hill. Yeah, but
You know what? I'll fucking look it up.
I can fix it. It's like
Not looking forward to this.
like he carries more speed up the hill than you do between 1 and 2. Then you maintain. You lose a little bit out of 3A or 4. Then you maintain.
Listen to that. That same radio in practice today.
Be more descriptive. Please help me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm terrified.
To getting up the hill in turn 1 because you don't really have to use a lot of
The
brake
fuck
pressure.
is that
It's
shit?
almost a lateral slide out or going into turn 2. Dylan, do you have more?
Did I?
Well, I think you guys saw exactly what Connor had talked about. He learned last week in the end of the race at Chicago. He said, I've got to be aggressive, and I've got to take...
When was this? Was this during the Red stream last week? The Red Sox Red stream? I don't think it was that recent. I would remember that.
Here's something that's really impressive. Connor Zilich is now led in the last 8 races. That's the longest streak of the year, and he's led in all 5 of his starts on road courses, which is really impressive.
Oh, it was? I don't remember that.
You know, he didn't make a qualifying run, started at the rear, and here's Sam Mayer, the driver that was first when we came down at the end of the stage and made our pit stops. He's back there in 14th, so not making it.
No, I think he maybe got sort of possibly lost track through that restart exchange because he was closer to the top 10 when we went back green, and now he's trying to get back through the field and sort his way through.
Now, you talk about somebody else that's lost some ground here. Corey Day was one of those drivers that came in prior to the stage ending, but he was speeding when he made his green flag pit stop. The stage had ended before he could pay his debt to NASCAR, so he actually started at the rear. Began stage 2.
Here comes SVG.
Into turn 11.
Even just him.
Van Gisbergen
Oh, he got him.
That time,
Yeah.
just keeps getting real loose.
Zilich, I think he's just better
Thumbs up.
today.
Wow.
Just today. Not overall.
When have you ever seen a battle like this and a thumbs up out the window?
It's just incredible watching.
Well, there goes SVG.
Van Gisbergen back to the lead. And earlier we were giving credit to Sam Mayer.
Guys,
Now let's give some credit to William Sawalich when the ARCA
Fucking Willie Swawi.
has been really good
Willie
on the road
Swawi.
this year in Xfinity
He's in
competition
third.
as a rookie, and he's hanging around with 2 studs out front. 9, 88, 18.
William, swallow your bitch.
For pain in multiple spots like here, or here.
William's gonna
Salon
swallow your
Boss
bitch.
patches. Stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salon Boss. It's good medicine.
Cole's mom? Last year my son hated hoodies and now he's into them?
That's not just a hoodie. That's his new personality for the school year. He's a hoodie guy now.
What's after hoodie guy?
Cologne guy.
Cologne? You don't want to be cologne guy too soon.
Man, I love this how to race cars.
Zoe?
Today, you're meeting for coffee. They're gonna love you. And then before you know it, you're meeting the family.
At Credit One Bank,
Kyle Busch is
credit and rewards for the little moments
not in third,
and
Jaden.
lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card.
Though I wish when he raced that number.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Get it fixed now and pay later with flexible payment options only at safelight.com.
Oh, around goes to where the fuck that is. The 71.
Licensed medical provider at Bluetooth.com to find out if Bluetooth is right for you.
From local shops in Portland, Maine, to national garages in Portland, Oregon.
It's Ryan Ellis.
And our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service are here to keep your business moving.
At least it wasn't Boogie Ellis, who plays for the fucking Suns in the Summer League.
That nose, your hair, your Nana's smile, Granddad's sense of humor, Dad's ear for music, and your mom's work ethic. We all inherit things from our families, but what many of us don't, the wealth needed to buy our first home. Progressive wants to help, so we created a down payment assistance grant for first-generation home buyers. Progressive.com/open the house to learn more.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff.
Where do you think you're going?
See? No flakes down here.
Make every wash count. At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Something new to the middle of our year. Perfect time to add a little bit of spice.
We're gonna win this thing.
A head-to-head matchup with multiple guys on the track. 1v1 for $1 million.
I don't care if I wreck the whole field, I'm over.
I've wrecked people for way less. It could get pretty wild.
Turn up aid this summer and boss up your barbecue by entering for the chance to win a brand new Pit Boss grill. Scan the QR code to see the pin post on the CW Sports Facebook account for rules and more details. It's been a perfect day. Lots of fun here in Sonoma. CW Sports happy to bring you coverage of the Pit Boss Food Max 250. 19th race of the year. Great race front of the field, but we've had, some good battles all throughout. We've talked so much about Zilich and Shane Van Gisbergen, the back and forth. A little bit of separation there. In fact, this is as large as the lead has been all day long for either one of these two.
Yeah.
As we're at the halfway point of stage 2.
And Adam, they keep pushing that fastest lap deeper and deeper into the run. His fastest lap was lap 30. Last time by was a 77.20, only a couple of hundredths off of it. It's impressive.
And they've got a bit of separation, as you mentioned. I think some of those changes we saw in terms of giving the lateral grip have worked because he's able to get a bit of separation there from Connor Zilich, but they're only about half a second apart. That's not a lot.
Looking at our scoring bumper, it's been a Junior Motorsports day, right? I mean, all their cars performing. We talk about the top two, but all guys up there. We've seen Sandy Smith, Carson Palmer here. Joe Gibbs Racing is having a pretty good day.
You want to fucking not sound like you're shooting up the place?
In a running order.
My AC sounded like it was like fucking shooting up the place.
Inside the top 10. And now we get an update on Christian Eckes. Had to pit earlier than they
Eckes is
wanted.
pitting.
Back again here in stage 2, Dylan.
And it's the same problem. It's a left rear tire that is coming apart once again on the 16. So they are definitely way off sequence, but a bigger problem than that is they've had issues with the same tire here in the first half of this race.
That is really weird. There's no other way to put it. I know Goodyear brought a new tire to Sonoma. It's sort of a new construction because the road course tire that we used for the last couple of years did have some occasional issues with delamination and blisters. We saw a photo of what Christian Eckes' first lap rear tire looked like, a mix of either a blister or delamination, where the rubber starts to peel off the tire like an orange peel a little bit. And to have that happen twice, though, obviously that can occasionally be sort of a setup or driver issue, but to have that level of a tire issue back-to-back with not many laps, that's very odd.
Guys, we were talking about the strategy before we had the completion of stage 1. Sam Mayer clearly looked like the third best car, and since the start of the season, I don't think he's gone anywhere.
You'd be right. He's barely moved up at all. He's sort of stalled out in that, I think he was 14th, and he's gotten to 12th now, so really stalled out.
Someone who's been on the move today is Taylor Gray. And you think about the disaster that was Chicago, and this is a team that had been performing really well lately. Had an engine problem, had to start in the back today, but they have slowly, methodically worked their way up, and he's now up to 17th in the running order. And when you talk about, Taylor Gray and everything that's happening around the cut line, every position is a point, and we know how tight this thing can be once we reach the end of the regular season in September. You got to go get it, and you see the points as they run. Came in 8 above the cut line, now plus lot 5 over Harrison Burton.
He's right ahead of the other yellow-black car there, Jeb Burton, right now. They kind of mixed up. That was easy. I was trying to pay attention to both those cars at one point.
Fitting, they're connected at the cut line.
I was like, exactly. When they decided to paint their cars exactly the same.
Hey, and 27 times 2 is 54. So,
my goodness, did you just do that math? I am blown away. You know that emoji? Boom.
More math coming up. We're talking strategy when we return.
Like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Toyota's got you covered. This guy went from dirt tracks to cup cars. This new kid is all gas, no brakes. And him, just a 3-time Daytona winner, no big deal. That's just a taste of our team of legends. Now you're up to speed.
Herbal Essences is a force of nature, made with supercharged botanical blends. Our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal Essences. Safe flatten hair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad.
Safe like replace.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Get it fixed now and pay later with flexible payment options only at safelight.com.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, she came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on, 5 different medications. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx can save you a lot of money. Save that extra $200-300 a month. You do the math. The money we're able to save with using GoodRx, we're able to do all these extra activities. She can hit hard, too, for a little skinny thing. So it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
There's news. And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries from volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital ships. All made possible by kindness. We love good news.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and that sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Where's that?
She caught the scrolls. I mean, that thing where you're scrolling on social media and you waste hours of your life.
I caught the scrolls last summer. I missed my own birthday.
Kids safe phones and watches with no internet, no social media, and no worries. Gap, safely connected.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
An all-American club combo, extra jalapeno. Shooter likes it hot.
For just $1 more, you can make it a Happy Gilmore meal and get a collectible cup.
Gilmore with his own meal deal? Hey, Shooter, I love your cup. Actually, make it a Happy Gilmore meal. Shooter!
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day.
Wood a day?
Daddy, what's wrong?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee. Terminix it.
This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges.
It's no ordinary square. Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better, with more cushiony softness. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Heading toward the end of Stage 2, Sonoma, California, CW Sports bringing you the Pit Boss Food Max 250. Connor Zillers back in the race lead. Shane Van Gisbergen to second. The duo from Junior Motorsports is combined to lead 32 of 37 laps today. And the only laps they didn't lead is when they made their pit stops flipping Stage 1. Alex LeBay making an unscheduled stop here. You see some smoke, and that thing's not where it needs to be.
We heard it from Jesse Love, a broken rear end, and this looks, Christopher, similar to maybe a broken track bar out, potentially?
Yeah, something going on back there. You see the axles or the rear ends all out of sorts.
Just got confirmation on the radio. It is a track bar issue. By the way, the owner, Bobby.
That's pretty, that happens a lot, by the way.
Well, I was just going to wish happy birthday to Bobby Dobbins.
Chris Wright off track.
So
Spun around. Back going.
One caution today. It was for the straight stage group, but we're having a few things happen that would make you think, oh, we might get a yellow here. 8 to go. Brad Perez.
And just to go take deeper into Alex LeBay's issue, Christopher, you and I were just talking about some of the curves here since they repaved this place have become really aggressive, and they really shock the race car when you hit them. That's one of the risks of using too much curb, is these cars are still pretty delicate race cars. They may be 3,400-pound behemoths, but they don't like getting into those curves too hard. And that's what can happen, similar to happen to Alex LeBay.
Here's the pass for the lead as Zilich and Shane Van Gisbergen continue to pass it back and forth. That was weird for all of us watching.
Yeah, he let him go there. Not sure why. Do we have any radio on that?
What's up with that pass, Kim?
Yeah, we do have some radio. Take a listen to what Shane said about the car.
Yeah, I don't think I drove it harder and the rears just burnt off it. I think the balance is better, but the rears just died. So I'll have to take that back out.
So you heard him talk about the rears dying out this run. They'll look to make it better in the right-handers. And then, I wouldn't say he was frustrated after that, but he did ask his team more than once, 2 or 3 times, what is our tire pressure compared to the 88? He again asked multiple times. He finally got an answer. Corey Shea telling him very similar, but we're about 1 pound less in the left rear.
Well, that shows you his feel, because I believe, Kim, earlier in the race, you mentioned how he felt like the left rear was low on air pressure to start the race. He knew that, and obviously could be compared to the 88, and that's one thing you'll talk about with a stock car on a road course, especially these Xfinity Series cars, is keeping the rear tires on them. That's where you start to lose drive off, you lose speed, you lose the ability to put the throttle down. The car doesn't want to change direction as well, and it just saps speed. Longevity on a road course in terms of speed in a stock car is all about keeping the rear tires on.
I find it interesting that he is asking about the setup changes. So there are really 2 different kinds.
Sheldon Creed is running in 10th.
A guy that doesn't know anything about the race car and is just going to give the team feedback and let the team make their decisions. But Shane, after talking to him and listening to him, he's definitely the guy that's more in tune with what's going on. He's asking what they're doing to the car, and he clearly knows a thing or two about getting his car dialed in, and he provides really good feedback for that.
Which one did you say you are?
I am hands-off.
All right.
I put all of the trust in my team, let them make the decisions, and I'll tell them what I'm feeling.
Well, you're a guy in the pit box. He's got a decent track record.
He's pretty smart. Yeah, I've seen him win a fair amount of races.
You're right there with Sheldon Creed. We're 5 laps to go on the stage. So we've reached that window where drivers could make a pit stop to flip it. Now, the one thing I'll say, you flip stage 2, you're right on the edge of that fuel window. So some question marks of who will run it long, who will flip it. But some stage points out there to be had. And that's why I referenced Sheldon Creed when I said that. Toyota onboard camera riding with the rookie Dean Thompson.
And it does put you in a really tight position if you do flip this stage. And I'm just sort of looking at where Zilich and Gisbergen are compared to the rest of the field. If they could get as large a gap as they had in the first stage, where they were able to pit and basically come out in 9th and 11th and not, have given up too much track position. whatsoever. So I wonder, if that was a possibility here, but I think when you look at the fuel situation, to make sure you probably want to go to stage 2.
When you talk about flipping it and needing cautions in the final stage to get home on fuel, this race doesn't feel like you're going to get cautions, right? That could be the kiss of death. Hey, Will Rogers in the race, driving the 70 for Koch Family Racing. He won an ARCA West race here a few years ago, making his first start of the season. He's a spotter for Eric Jones on Sundays. Eric is helping spot for him today.
That's cool.
So a role reversal for these two. And I would also say the West Coast Conference is on this car along with Refology. And this is a good organization. Stu Jackson is the commissioner of the West Coast Conference. He's here this weekend. So, too, just a very good effort to put Will on track and back in the Xfinity Series. Very talented race car driver.
My previous spotter, Stevie Reeves, and we talked about doing that, the driver-spotter swap for the ARCA race at Daytona a couple years ago, and Will and Eric are getting to live that out today.
Would you be scared to spot?
I would be terrified to
That's
spot,
how I feel
especially
about
at
it.
Daytona.
I don't want that responsibility. I'll stick behind the wheel. I would also just like to say,
if you want to see what your sway bar front end looks like, it's all over the TV. Yeah, platform looks pretty good.
They're watching our coverage as well.
Sage Karam is
someone that pops up on the leaderboard
in the garage area.
Every time he comes and races in the Xfinity Series. Going to call today.
Had good speed at Chicago. Unfortunately, had
That's actually a weird place to stop at.
In practice qualifying.
Won't be a caution,
now
but
had a transmission issue here at Sonoma.
part near the drag
great
strip.
Speed yesterday for those cars. Always has great speeds. We see the 21 Austin Hill on pit road. Dylan, looks like they are taking the risk to flip the stage.
They are, and it's been a challenging weekend for them.
So Austin
They
Hill's
had the car they
pitting.
wanted yesterday, and it's been a work in progress again today to get the balance right. Austin just said he wants more to lean on at the back of the car, mainly in the right rear. There's the chassis wrench in the window, 4 tires and fuel, Kim.
See the 19 of Riley Herbst and talked to crew chief Seth Chaka. Remember, he led the charge for Ty Gibbs last year in this race. Thought he had the best car. They did not short pit last year. Seth told me he felt like the winning strategy was short pitting, so you're seeing that here now. Riley's saying chattering the rears just slightly.
Herbst making his 3rd start of the year, top 5 in Texas, also ran COTA. Corey Day, who was caught speeding last time he tried to flip the stage, is in here in the 17. And now the question becomes, what do the 88 and the 9 do? And the answer is pit and flip the stage. And as they come in, they'll close pit road with 2 laps to go. Here's the race leader, Dylan.
Zilich is the second pit box in on pit road here, so he'll hit his marks right away. Been pretty happy with his race car. The changes they made at the end of stage 1 were positive, and Connor said the car changes directions really well. We're really close to the 9, though, so not sure what more they need, Kim.
See the 9 at SVG on the right hand of your screen. We played that radio earlier. Him saying the balance was better. He just felt like the rears died out. Was very concerned about his tire pressure, specifically that left rear compared to the 88. They will make a slight adjustment to get him a little bit more stability. Again, the right-handers are Shane's biggest concern, so we'll see them finish up their service right here as they take fresh tires and Sunoco fuel. Also in, we have the 41 of Sam Mayer. Remember, he was that stage 1 winner. Again, complaining of lack of rear grip like most of the field.
Sawallich also came down, as did Nick Sanchez, a couple of rookies flipping the stage.
Yeah, both SVG and Connor Zilich pit.
88 of Connor Zilich does get off the pit lane under green in front of the 9 of Shane Van Gisbergen. Not as significant, right now when you look at the running order, but it will be big when we get ready to begin that final stage and everything cycles through. Brandon Jones is on point. June was a good month to him as far as winning stages and in position to do it again. Got the veteran and reigning champ right behind him, Justin Allgaier. Sheldon Creed going to get a ton of stage points today. Took advantage last week at Chicago. Came in even with the cut line. Went to plus 30. And he's running 4th right now. So a real good opportunity for him to exit Sonoma with a great points day. The California driver. 1 to go in the stage.
Final lap of the stage. Brandon Jones has the lead. He has a
he's been working on his road course
0.87 second lead over Allgaier.
And I felt like this weekend really looked like a highlight for him in terms of road course speed. Just with all practice, qualifying. And it's always nice, no matter how you do it, to be in the lead of a stage.
Yeah, great pass here by Brandon into turn 4 to force the issue. That's a big spot, too. That's a playoff point on the line.
Yeah. Yeah, when you have a win, right? And you just want to go attack and build more of that insurance policy for the playoffs. Into that long winless streak at Darlington. Did Brandon Jones, the driver, out of it first year back with Joe Gibbs Racing. In fact, the only team he's ever won for is JGR. Spent time, at RCR and over the junior motorsports, but he has found the sweet spot driving those Toyotas for the coach. And it's been a good season for him with Sam McCauley on the box.
Yeah, super impressive run here at Sonoma. I know he's been working really hard at the road courses to try and improve his performance, and he's going to get out here with a lot of stage points and a playoff point.
All right.
We turn 11, final.
So Brandon Jones is going to come around.
Stage 2.
Turn 11.
Brandon Jones.
Going to turn 12.
Find his car on track.
And Brandon Jones will win stage 2 at Sonoma.
Campaign, and they've all come. 4 races. Allgaier comes in, regular season points leader, gets some nice points here. Sammy Smith, Creed, Quapple complete the top 5. Creed and Quapple really needed it. We'll get pit stops when we return to Sonoma, California.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell.
So I was about a 17-minute and 50-second green flag run for the second stage.
As time went on, it was easy to see. I'm lowering my A1C. For adults with type 2 diabetes and heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired, and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes. With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later, only at safelight.com.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Gotta have a lucky charm when you ride, right? You feel safe and protected out there.
That's why I never leave home without a photo of the little ones.
Bracelet from my husband. Lucky rabbit's foot.
Lucky rabbit named Sweet. It's Swedish. That's a whole rabbit. Named Sweet.
Well, there's really no need for a lucky charm when you ride.
Not when America's #1 motorcycle insurance got your back. We're just gonna ignore the fact that Carl has a rabbit. Named Sweet.
What causes a curve? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there someone I can talk to help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx. Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express Card. And by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Glad you're with us on a Saturday afternoon from Sonoma, California. Ready for the final stage here. First our race break brought to you by Safelight, the Auto Glass. It's been the Zillage Van Gisbergen show today.
trading blows at the front of the field. Haymakers at one point. And even well, this is a nice dive here, a lock in the rears. They just keep going back and forth. And at one point, we had a thumbs up mid-battle from SVG to Connor Zilic. They're just having fun. Oh, there's a water bottle for you. Doesn't need that.
A little bit of deja vu from last week.
You know, that's a nice water bottle just toss out like that.
Parker's going to go walk the track and look for him later.
I usually wait till I get to the pits to give them those ones back, unless if it's those little plastic ones. Hey, I don't want any more, but that's, I keep those.
How about Zilic flips both stages and still got 6 stage points? He finished 9th in stage 1 and was back to 7th in stage 2. And the other thing we noticed is just how easy Van Gisbergen was on his race car after he made the pit stop. Nothing on the line for him. And I'm not saying there's a lot on the line for Zilic, right? But when you're not chasing points and you know the 88's in front of you there, just let him go, live to fight another day.
Right, you had a couple drivers like Austin Hill and Nick Sanchez who were actually clutching and coasting up the hill here in front of us outside our commentary box, saving fuel towards the after they flipped the stage and just trying to take care of the tires in that race car to be ready for this restart. So a couple drivers employing that strategy of knowing that a lot of these cars ahead of them are going to have to pit, and therefore they'll get that track position, just take care of the race car the best you can on those couple of those green flag laps, so it's the best position it can be for restart.
Outside the commentary box, it's very European.
Well, we're at Sonoma, wine country. I thought, Formula One-esque.
It never ceases to amaze me, that Parker Kligerman. This Tuesday on NXT, it's an epic triple threat for who will rule the Angelo family. Tony versus Stax versus Luca Crucifito. The fate of the family is at stake. Don't miss an all-new NXT Tuesday, 8/7 Central. It's right here on the CW. Here's Dylan Welch.
Well, let's talk a little bit of strategy, and one thing that everybody has on their mind right now is fuel save. So even the cars that are going to pit here at the end of this stage are concerned about making it to the end of the race. The 17, Justin Allgaier, is one of those. Jim Coleman said, as soon as you leave the pit box, I need you to be in max save. And then Marty Lindley on the 88 of Zilic, who did flip that stage, said, our numbers have gotten worse, so we have to be really, really careful here over the course of this final stage. They pitted, obviously, a couple laps before these cars that are set to pit. So it's going to be interesting to see who does that well, and I think it's going to come right down to the wire to figure it out, Kim.
And Dylan, we heard the fixation from SVG about where his tire pressures were compared to the 88 after the last stop, the adjustment that was made. Here's what Corey Shea, the crew chief, told his driver.
And it still just blew the rears off it. The balance was better, but just killed the left rear tire.
Oh, yeah.
This should hold on.
SVG's tire looks all fucked.
By the time you get going, I feel confident that these will hold on really well compared to what you just had. Copy that.
You know, I'm happy for Corey Shea, the crew chief. He's won twice this year, one with Daniel Suarez, Mexico City, and last week with Shane Van Gisbergen at Chicago. Progressive Pit Road is
pit road's open.
Brandon Jones leading them down, Dylan.
And Sammy Smith will peel off right here in the 8 car. Great stage points for them today, which was their goal. The car was way better. They've gotten it better with every pit stop, but Sammy just wants a little bit more rear grip. He'll do that with the chassis adjustment. Same for Justin Allgaier, said he wants 50% more forward drive than he has right now. He'll make some adjustments. And again, as we said, max fuel save for the 7 from here on out, Kim.
Well, Brandon Jones' road course racing has been trending in the correct direction. To Christopher's point, Brandon's been working diligently with Blake Cook and Trevor Blaine on his road course craft. In terms of the car, he said barely had more grip after the last change, and that last change, in fact, hurt their front turn, so they'll have to go back a little bit on their last adjustments.
13 drivers flipped the stage, so the race off Progressive Pit Road will be for a restart position outside the top 10. Jones holds serve. Creed's team delivering again. He goes +2. The restart when we come back to Sonoma.
Love saving money? Then it's time to join AARP. Get your first full year for just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership free.
That's a great deal.
You'll have access to hundreds of benefits to help you save money, stay healthy, and have fun. Plus everyday discounts at top retailers, dining, and more. Your first year is just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership and an insulated trunk organizer for free.
Call 800-588-0878 or go online today.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Wow, it's even more impressive in person.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But ever since I started taking Blue Chew, the tourism has been insane.
Hey, watching the odds!
Get your first month free at BlueChew.com.
Zoe? That's the one.
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Megan, I love you.
And then before you know it,
Hey!
you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
Your new bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. You can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know?
No. Didn't think this through, did you?
Nope. You go without me. The owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited. Check. It's not okay.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Come on in and see for yourself. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Safe like repair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad. Safe like replace.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to safelight.com and we can come to you.
Sick.
Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway.
Have a good day. I love you.
With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later only at safelight.com.
Safe like repair. Safe like replace.
Welcome to the Proving Ground. Welcome to fist bumping, cylinder thumping, metal crunching. Big hits right there. It's all or nothing for 26 weeks of the year.
The wait is finally over.
Welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series, only on the CW.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by FoodMax. Maximize your shopping power. Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle. Visit progressive.com. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Ready for the final stage in Sonoma for the NASCAR Xfinity Series with Parker Kligerman, Christopher Bell. I'm Adam Alexander. Happy to have you along here on CW. I'm looking at the top 10 for the restart here. We've talked so much about, Zillich, Van Gisbergen, Sawalich having a great day. In fact, I'm not saying this because you're here, but 3 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas in the top 10. Christopher, and Josh Williams we haven't talked about today in the top 10 having a day in the 11.
It's a great run for Josh Williams. I know he's been working at the road course craft, spent a lot of time in the simulator. We learned that from A.J. Allmendinger last week at Chicago, so good to see all that work. Some good results here as we head into the third stage.
Taylor Gray from the back with the engine change into the top 10 for the final stage. Harrison Burton top 10. Corey Day back from a penalty.
Get ready to go back green for the final stage.
In the top 12. By the way, Austin Green had a penalty in their green flag cycle stop, so they'll start here from the rear. The field is set for the Echo Park start zone. Echo Park Automotive, where car buying is easier, better, and happier.
All right, back green.
Final
stage is underway.
Gisbergen up front. Here we go. Once again in wine country.
Another good start, but a really good into turn 1 by SVG. It stays there into 3. Yeah, I still like that
right side if the 88 can stay, or he's going to clear him right there off the turn.
A little bit of contact, a little hip check on the exit.
He
Nose it in there. Austin Hill.
Oh, someone's off track. Get back going. Lose a bunch of spots.
Dangerous as we go back to the lead. Side by side, maybe head to the S's. No.
Here comes Sawallich for second.
What an awesome move there. He took advantage of SVG being the outside. Connor Zilish through 7, couldn't get the power down, and he was in the right spot at the right time to take advantage of that. Now close to the 88, going through 10 and towards 11.
It's the first time today, other than when we had the cycles of green flag pit stops, that we've had someone other than Zilich and Van Gisbergen in the top 2 positions.
Yeah, what a day for William Sawallich. He really needs to finish this thing off. It's been a trying year for that 18 group. This is an amazing day for him so far.
We got 6 DNFs.
Oh, yeah. It's been so tough. But he's always had the speed. You know, that's the one thing that stuck out for me from William Sawallich. We look back at this move down into 7. SVG was in a compromising position.
88 ran a bit wide.
He went in a little deep, and that just put Shane in a really tough position on the exit there on the curbing. He couldn't get the power down.
You know, I was doing math earlier. So if you add the age of the drivers running 1-2, it equals the age of the driver running third. 18, and 36. The youngsters, the rookies, delivering in Sonoma. They're doing it in wine country, and they're 3 years from being old enough to take a drink, you know?
It's very cool to see these youngsters at the speed they have. And Sam Mayer completes the pass on Austin Hill there. That started back in turn 7. He's had great speed today. Austin Hill is definitely in a position where he's most likely going to have to save fuel. He came a couple laps before the end of stage 2. He's one of the best in the series in saving fuel. There is, as he looks the inside now, Sam Mayer, so maybe that sort of negates what I was saying, but
see the rookies there in the bumper. Man, really doing a nice job.
Riley Herbst got the right rear there. Nick Sanchez at 11.
Side by side up the hill. See who prevails.
And if you're Sam right now, you make this pass, and Austin was able to get back there. You're seeing the 3 ahead of you, the leaders get away, and you're like, come on, Austin, let me go. But he's going to fight real hard. He wants that position as well, and now he's got a bit of a gap to SVG, Sawallich, and Zilich.
It's going to be so interesting watching this stage unfold, and everybody on pins and needles, even the guys that pitted at the stage, are worried about fuel. Shane here inside of 18 into turn 7.
And I think William made the right choice there.
Yeah.
He saw the 90 inside and thought, you guys have been pretty quick. I'm probably going to take
SVG retakes second.
I'm having a good day. No reason to fight this.
You're William. You're like, hey, boys, go out there, have at it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're less than 24 hours removed for him winning that ARCA West race. And he won it when the 2 guys in front of him were getting after each other, and he kind of snuck in there. So just right behind
16. Christian Eckes has some hood damage.
On the 16.
And it looks like Ryan Sieg has tire smoke.
Right front's down here.
Oh, right front's down for Eckes.
You've seen some damage there for Ryan Sieg as well, who's right at the cut line coming in this race.
Eckes coming to pit road.
Obviously, the 16's going to have to go on pit road. And this just continues what has been. We talk about a tough season. The 16 just cannot catch a break this year. No matter where they are on the racetrack, problems have found them each and every week, it feels like.
Saw Kyle Sieg in that mix, making his 100th Xfinity start today. Tough day for Eckes. Last month had the back-to-back top 5s, the back-to-back career bests in Mexico City and Pocono, and since that time, just can't get it going in the right direction.
We see how well William Sawallich is running. In that battle we mentioned in the ARCA race yesterday, he was side by side with Christian Eckes to the line. It was an amazing battle on the last lap. They definitely have different fortunes today. So what I'd be curious right now, knowing this is potentially the longest run of the day, as we see a lot of dirt there off of 10, possibly from Ryan Sieg running off there. Are you taking care of those retires? Knowing what SVG has gone through as we look back. Oh, this is how it occurred.
Coming out of 7 and down the hill.
Stack up.
Oh, it looks like Eckes already had the hood damage at that point.
too bad for Brennan Poole, who's top 10 last week at Chicago.
Right, and that's where Christian Eckes was just a part of the accordion effect. Got the worst of it.
5 laps to go in Sonoma. Zillage, Van Gisbergen, and Sawalek, Mayer, Sanchez, the top 5. It's getting physical in line country.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
The only 2 cautions
Change
today have been
is
the
always
stage
happening.
cautions.
It's part of life. Here at Xfinity,
Should be a
we wanna
caution
do
free
our
rate. I
part
really
to
hate
keep
the
one
stage
thing the
cautions,
same,
man.
with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
Safe like repair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad. Safe like replace.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to safelight.com and we can come to you.
Sick.
Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway.
Have a good day. I love you.
With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later only at safelight.com.
Safe like repair. Safe like replace.
Did you bring it?
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for cars that crave chaos. New brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, you bet. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. Look like fun? It is. You in?
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Tonight, the AVP League heads to Los Angeles. Championship level intensity all coming your way from the heart of LA. Tonight, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on the CW. So you watch the Xfinity from Sonoma, get a little reset, right? Maybe a little dinner, order the pizza, and then watch volleyball tonight. We look forward to it.
Nobody's
CW,
doing that.
another good CW Sports Saturday.
And I think we're getting the idea of what's occurring here between the leaders, possibly taking care of these race cars right now. And you look at the lap times compared to what they were running, just looking at how they're treating these race cars. They're definitely fuel-wise and tire. Let's take a listen to 88's radio.
Our fuel situation. I feel like the 9's lifting on the straightaways. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Yeah, we got a safe fuel here. We're good, but we got no room at the checker plant after the checker.
So that's one side of the story.
Yes.
But teammates doing things differently. Connor Zilic, 88 team, flipped the stage. Justin Allgaier, his group did not. What are they saying in the 7 camp, Dylan?
Yeah, they just came on the radio and said that we are good to the end. So he's the leader on this second strategy. So you don't ever really know how exactly it's going to work out, but I think you probably have to like your spot if you're the 7 car at least.
This could be a
as
fuel
the leader at
mileage.
the front of this strategy.
I don't know if it will be.
For sure make it. And one more quick thing too on the 88 and the 9. There was some discussion amongst those two JRM cars. They are teammates about slowing the pace down just to try to help them both save some fuel and duke it out at the end. So Parker, I think you're spot on there. The pace has slowed down. That's by design, just to try to give these two at the front as much buffer as they can get.
Well, if you look at the bumper right now, you see when these drivers were last on. The drivers with the lower number, lap 42, 43, are the ones that flipped the stage. Allgaier did not, came at stage in his last pit stop at 48.
And Christopher, I'm just curious, have you ever been in a position where you have such control of a race and your teammate that you can sort of orchestrate, hey, we need to maximize our fuel situation here. Let's back the pace of the race down.
You know, I don't think I've ever been in this position, but yeah, I mean, if you're the 9 or the 88, you really need to be thinking about, you know, getting to the end of the race and making sure that you have fuel. But I don't know, from the driver's seat, it always seems like you're better off than what your crew chief tells you.
Yeah.
I'm just astounded at the number of crew chiefs you talk to that say, man, if you flip stage 2, you can't make it.
I thought everyone I spoke to said we're toast.
We're going to try it.
We're toast.
But it's like, and we need cautions. And by the way, we're not getting any cautions. And then Marty Lindley says we're okay to the checker, which probably means they can ride from here to San Francisco when the race is over.
Yeah, that's right. They do like a bit of buffer there on those pit boxes.
Nothing like a celebration holding the checkered flag across the Golden Gate Bridge, right? Going to be 20 laps to go this time around. Austin Hill having a pretty good afternoon back there in 7th. Really good road racer. Here's their team radio.
Biggest losses in and through 10 right now. 1 and 2 is better.
There's a person about right off the track. Nothing to lean on.
I think I oversold it when I said he's having a good day. He's not as happy as I was hoping for.
Sounds like he's really struggling there.
But you know, the reason is the bar is set high. They've been in the top 5 so much this year on road courses. And last week, he was top 10 in the Cup race. Did double duty and was top 10 in Chicago driving the
Sheldon's running in 15th.
But battling with Allgaier again. This is 7th on track.
Yeah, that was an impressive run.
Line of 4 with him, still right side full.
He does not want to let Justin Allgaier through. Allgaier, as we mentioned, is the leading car that pitted in the stage break, therefore probably the best fuel position, especially if for whatever reason we got cautions and this went into an overtime situation. He's sitting the best of those cars.
Carson Quapple in that same spot back there in the 1. Taylor Gray fighting for spots after coming from the rear. And despite the penalty, Corey Day's in the top 12, driving for Hendrick Motorsports. That's a car that's enjoyed a lot of success this year when the Cup drivers run it. Corey just finding his way, but this would be considered his home racetrack. He's from Clovis, California, and doing himself a good job this afternoon.
That's a really good run on the road courses. He had a funny comment. Comes to the sprint car world, which you know well.
Oh, the 51's around in the 11.
Jeremy Clements around.
He's back on.
11. But he said to me, he goes, you know, the ovals and stock cars, I got to pull myself back. But I feel like at the road courses, I can be aggressive like I am in a sprint car. Is there some truth to that?
Yeah, there is. I don't know what it is, but whenever you go to road courses, you feel like you can...
Red Sox win 1-0.
Really slide the car around.
That's our second 1-0 win against the Rays this year. We had the one in Tampa.
Coming from the dirt background, you have to learn
No,
the
this
road course racing technique, and specifically like the brake zones. But
time of the ball game was 2 hours 8 minutes. I think that would have been. I think if I had streamed that, that would have been the shortest Sox stream of the year.
Day was 7th in the ARCA race yesterday. He also has Trans Am experience here at Sonoma. Connor Zilic leads with 19 to go.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Still searching for the one? Olay Super Cream with SPF. The power of 5 in 1 super cream. To hydrate smooth, brighten firm, and protect. Skin just drinks it in to boost cells for more resilient skin. It's super cream. Only Olay.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch. Only serious about flavor.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But ever since I started taking Blue Chew, the tourism has been insane.
Hey, no touching the arm!
Graduates, today you enter the real world, ready for whatever lies ahead, except for the following, which you are likely to find exceedingly difficult. Going to a 9-to-5 job, doing your taxes, putting on a duvet cover, taking off a duvet cover, realizing you're never gonna go to the gym. This guy knows what I'm talking about. In summary, life is hard, but saving money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive is easy. Oh, man, deciding what's for dinner every night for the rest of your life.
Oh, Garrett Crochet had a complete game shutout.
You'll see visible results.
Fucking love that, dude.
In one day. And
that's amazing.
Around people and pets.
Gave up only 3 hits, struck out 9. Second complete game this week by the Red Sox.
Something new to the middle of our year.
At Brian Bayo, that wasn't a complete game shutout, but it was a complete game. Pretty rare nowadays. Sox are on fire.
A head-to-head matchup with multiple guys on the track. 1v1 for $1 million. I don't care if I wreck the whole field, I'm over it. I've wrecked people for way less. It could get pretty wild.
We're live once again, Sonoma, California, NASCAR Xfinity Series, racing on a Saturday afternoon on CW. 17 laps to go. Connor Zilic leading this thing. He's led 29, now 30 laps today. That's the most. The guy behind him on track has led 24. But you do get the feeling now with the 16 remaining that this is the calm before the storm, because everyone knows they got to take care of the fuel tank. You want to take care of those tires. Going to be the longest green flag run of the day if we don't get a caution. But eventually things are going to ramp up. You have to believe. What about the race leader, Dylan?
Yeah, and I think that's the message that is trying to be conveyed as well to Connor Zilic about Shane Van Gisbergen. This was the recent radio from Marty Lindley to his team about these next 15 laps.
The 9's trying to push us to wear our car out because he feels like his car is no good. So whether he's lying or not, but we just got to manage and save fuel. That's all I'm worried about. I'm worried about fuel, not the car.
And that's the good thing and important thing to note. As much as the 9 wants to win, if he runs out of fuel, it doesn't really matter. He's not full-time Xfinity. The point situation doesn't matter. The 88 car obviously is in the thick of the points fight. They've got to just make sure that they finish, whether they win or not, Kim.
And the 18 of William Sawallich currently running in that 3rd position. We talked about that ARCA win yesterday, and the team told me this morning he's in a good mood, and 50% of racing is all about the head game. And while this team just wants a solid day after the season that they've had, they also know that at minus 207 points in the playoff cut, they need a win. So he is in that catbird seat. The points come off, and we see Zilic and SVG take each other out. Right now, the team is reminding him to keep your rears on him. Was a little surprised that they short pitted before the end of stage 2, but they had him short shifting during the cautions before stage 3 for fuel mileage. They told him he's good on fuel, Carla. Road course racing, but he doesn't like tracks that have elevation changes like that at Sonoma. The good news for the 48, he's coming off his first top 5 on a road course last weekend. His first win before that, since the win at Atlanta, already allowed his team to turn their attention to the playoffs. His team's already ordered new cars. They started those conversations. He said, I hate points racing, but don't worry, I'm focused on it right now to try and end the regular season in the best possible position. We saw the 48 flip the stage at the end of 2. We'll see.
Really wish we didn't have fucking stage cautions. Or just stages at all, really.
On high, no doubt, for Nick Sanchez, the driver from Miami, Florida, who won just about...
Like, honestly, it's really kind of dumb. Everyone's like, man, I really like it, because, you know, you get to, like, get the points for, like, even if you run really well and have a bad day, like a bad finish, like, it's not going to ruin you. It's like, no, like, you don't fucking, that doesn't matter. Oh, shit, someone's around.
Harrison Burton, big points implications here.
Harrison Burton's around. It's like you don't, like, say to a fucking basketball team, oh, you led after 3 quarters. You led after halftime. You led after the first quarter. We'll give you something. No, they don't. That's not how that fucking works. Stages are honestly just dumb overall.
That's devastating for where they are on the cut line.
Well, you know, this all ties together with what we were talking about in the rookie conversation. Harrison won 4 times as a rookie driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. I go back to what you did. I mean, 15 wins for you in your first 2 seasons in the Xfinity Series, and we're checking the points here. 17 points now separating the Burton cousins at the cut line. But take us back to 18 and 19 when you were running these cars for the first time and all the winning you were doing.
Yeah, it was a great time. A great time to be in the Xfinity Series for Joe Gibbs Racing. I had Jason Ratcliffe on top of the pit box, and we had great race cars. Really fortunate to be a part of that time. You never know when the strengths and weaknesses are going to come to the teams, and we've talked about how strong the junior motorsport cars are now, and it seems like the Joe Gibbs cars are just a little bit behind right now,
which is unusual because I think the benchmark of the series consistently year after year has to be those Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. When it comes to the speed department, obviously right now junior motorsports might have everyone covered. Doesn't matter what type of track, what they seem to right now. It reminds me of 2022 when the junior motorsports cars were really, really fast that season.
And I will say, credit to them, they've got some great drivers between Connor Zillage, Justin Allgaier, the veteran, and even the one of Carson Waffle. I mean, he's had great races this year, and I expect him to be in victory lane here very shortly.
Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones.
Like, seriously, imagine that. Imagine if, like, NBA implemented a rule where it was like, after each quarter, if you're leading, you get 3 points. You know? Like, that'd be so stupid. That would be so fucking dumb.
And then you go to Brandon Jones, just fell to 13th, but does have a stage win. So it's been a productive.
Or just however many points. Like,
Toyota's on track.
that'd be so insanely dumb.
These two tightening up here have condensed back together. It was almost 1.5 seconds was the gap. Shane has quickly in the last 2 laps erased that gap.
They're definitely pushing the pace now within half a second of the fastest lap we've seen all day.
It is funny. We can sort of note exactly how hard they're pushing, consider, seeing in the lap times, and you start to see it in the body language of the race cars as they go around the track. Just a little bit more movement, a little bit more sliding. As we get closer to 10 to go, business is starting to definitely pick up.
Who has the advantage right now?
Well, I think it goes possibly to Shane if he really was saving, right? And trying to take care of those rear tires. He's talked about it throughout this race, how those have sort of given up on him late in the run, but the way he was able to race that gap in just 2 laps tells me there it does not look too good. My goodness. And he drops the left front. I've watched this all throughout this race. You see, he uses way more racetrack on the exit of 10 than anyone else here, and he does it lap after lap, where he actually drops the left front in the dirt on purpose and stays further to the left.
So let's even add a little bit of a right front lock getting into turn 11 there.
I just go back to what Dylan said, his report, and I agree with everything he said. You know, if you're Zillage, you forward to run yourself out of fuel. You're in a points battle here. And he's been so great lately. If you think about the average finish since he came back from the injury, 2.6 in the last 6 races.
Let's go, Joseph.
And nothing to lose for
That's my fucking boy.
SVG not running for points. He's here to get wins. But Zillage does not want to go second to the 9 2 weeks in a row. Carla?
Yeah, Adam, we saw SVG give a thumbs up earlier to Zillage, and Connor actually had a post on the X earlier this week too, saying, I'm coming for you, babe. We see the 88 and the 9 teammates once again for JRM, but if you look back at the battle of last week, how hard fought that was. But these two guys are actually friends even before that, running the 24 hours of Daytona. They were on the same team, trying to get a win together. Connor said they got to know each other quite a bit there, created a really special friendship that, as we can tell from this race, and even after the hard-fought battle last week in Chicago, is still pretty strong.
And not just teammates at Junior Motorsports, teammates at Trackhouse. And when you think about what Justin Marks has put together at Trackhouse and the success that they have enjoyed in the last couple of months, with Ross Chastain winning the Coke 600.
Garrett Crochet number 7 on trending right now.
What both Shane and Connor have done in the Xfinity
Very
series.
fucking happy about that.
Justin doing a good
Complete
job
game
of finding
shutout
the
for
right
Garrett Crochet.
combination and putting it together and coming from all different places.
Shane's pushing hard right now. Oh yeah, I keep seeing his wheels are counter steering.
message as he looked at his mirror in the last couple of laps. They dropped those lap times down almost in the 76-second bracket.
Got 10 to go.
Laps of the race.
Connor Zilisch still leading.
They seriously started to push here. We get closer to 10 to go. Not 10 to go.
Look at those win percentages. I will also tell you that Shane Van Gisbergen at 57%. The only time he's ever finished outside the top 5 on the road in the Xfinity Series was last year at Coda, and they actually crossed the finish line second, but were penalized. And there's the boss, Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's got to win this year as a crew chief. And I'd love to know what he's thinking right now.
Talk about win percentage.
Yeah.
Why does Dale Jr. got a fucking backpack on?
Really good. Allgaier up there too, inside the top 10. Quapple's in the top 10. So 4 cars from JRN in the top 10. 9 laps to go, Kim.
Yeah, we've talked all day about how the rears just aren't staying on the 9 of SVG. How bad is it? Here's what he just told the team.
Yeah, I got no rear. Think about pitting if you see a potential yellow. Reel it in.
So again, bad enough that if a caution were to come out, SVG thinks they'd be at advantage taking tires and putting on fresh ones for the end of this race.
31 cars on the lead lap. Sign me up to watch him try to drive through that mess inside of what would be like 6 or 7 laps to go if the yellow were to fall.
Now, I'm not SVG, but I got sort of bad news for him. I did that exact thing last year. I pitted out the top 5 late in the race. Was able to get back to the top 10, but it gets seriously tough as you get through these races and to make up positions.
I just don't see enough tire fall off to make a difference. Even though he's complaining about grip, he's still, faster than everyone else on track.
Well, hey, we did have a restart late last week at Chicago that involved these two on the front row. They had very different days because Zilisch had to start in the back, but there they were, and there was the move. SVG taking it to the 88, and Zilisch was the control car in that situation.
Yeah, I think really, said at the top of the show, Connor learned a lesson. You know what Shane's willing to do and how badly he wants to win, whether it's against a teammate or someone else. It really doesn't matter. He wants to win these races. He, upended his life, came all the way around the other side of the world to be in NASCAR to win races, and when the opportunity's in front of him, he wants to get it, as he's trying to do right here. Even with those rear tires, he said he's getting right to that rear bumper of Connor Zilisch. And I think this is also incredibly impressive by Connor Zilisch at his age, to be in this position, to have this level of pressure, to have the team telling him he's got to save fuel, he's got to take care of the rear tires. They're paying attention to this car behind him, who's as one of the most experienced stock car road racers in the world, one of the most successful in the world, and he's barely made a single mistake.
Yeah, he has, and you can't overstate that enough, how difficult it is to hit your marks, hit those brake zones, as we hear tires squeal getting into 11 guys. Oh my gosh.
6 laps to go this time by. 7 laps to go this time by.
And we've heard that all weekend long from the cars on this newer asphalt surface. For whatever reason, the rear tires, you hear them chirp at times when they start to slide. These two are so close right now. Oh, yeah.
SVG's right there.
How you have to make these passes decisive.
Their closest competitor is 8 seconds back. That's William Sawalich.
Overheating those brakes, oversaturating the front end with heat. This might be it. Not quite there.
Shane Van
Gisbergen.
Gisbergen.
Into 11, Shane has been unbelievable through turn 10, and the way he uses more racetrack than anyone, and some actually. He's using some of the dirt lap after lap. Connor's been able to block it.
SVG's on a charge.
Race, but if he gets the right run out of 10, it might be hard to block.
There's been no cautions besides the stage cautions today, which led me to my rant earlier. Fucking hate the stage cautions, and honestly the stages themselves.
When we're in a drafting track, you want to do it before we get the white flag, because once you get the white, the next flag ends the race. If you're waiting and waiting and waiting,
Coming to 6 laps to go.
and you miss your opportunity.
Zilisch pulling out a little bit there.
But something to keep in mind as this plays out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the 9 can keep the gap closed up through the S.
He's got to do something dirty.
I think the 9's
and I would fucking sign off on that.
That's a really good point.
Because you guys know me, I don't give no fucks about that shit. Everybody else has like a fucking moral high ground when it comes to wrecking someone for the win. I don't give a single fuck. Do what you gotta do, bro. Everyone acts like they want to be like the fucking, like a saint when it comes to that. Be like, oh my god, Austin Dillon's such an asshole. Like, dude, no. Do what you gotta do. I don't care if it's your teammate.
Right? I mean, what if one of them is to run out? Or both of them. And the door could be open for one of those behind him. Sawalich, though, more than 9 seconds behind.
I mean, don't just straight up wreck somebody if you don't got to. But if you got to, then, you know, you got to.
Turn 11. Start-finish line.
5 to go. That was good exit 11 for us. 5 more here.
5 remaining. And it was a good exit of 11. We're separated the 88 to 1.
I wonder if 88 got out of position and won.
Yeah, well, and I'm thinking that there's time. Well, Carson Quapple makes a move here on Austin Hill down to 11 for 9. Take a little extra space, and that gives the inside the leverage and the run. He makes that pass. What I was going to say is, when we see the 9 drop back at times, I have to wonder if he's just pulling things down a little bit. It's a great run there.
Down to turn 7. Zilich leading Van Gisbergen.
It's like he gets there, he's just not quite close enough.
I feel like he could have pulled the trigger there. Maybe he's saving it for later on in the race.
Here.
I know when the opportunity exists because Christopher slides up to the edge of his seat every time.
Oh, so when Austin Dillon wrecks Kyle Busch for the win and your winless streak continues, yeah, dude, I will yell, and I'll be upset, but ultimately, I'm gonna understand. Like I said, when Kevin Harvick did the bump and run on Kyle Busch in 2018 to win in New Hampshire. Right after the race, I was like, man, that fucking sucks. But I would do the same exact thing, you know? Don't blame him at all. And I hate Harvick.
He got away with it. He did. Yeah, Shane can get up the hill so well.
Jaden, I literally would. Like,
even this 3A, turn 4.
It's really right here in the braking zone.
Like, I'd be like, fuck, but like...
We see Corey Day and Austin Hill. Austin Hill is hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, Sammy Smith got by. Day is there. Sheldon Creed there as well. Left to your screen battle.
Same when Carl Edwards did it. You know? I yelled, I screamed, I was like, no! But I wasn't mad at Edwards.
We've got some pretty clean late racing.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And on the right, it's a full contact affair.
We haven't had a caution for incident today. Been a clean race.
Yeah, I don't care, dude. It's fucking shit, dude. You know?
Reach that time in the afternoon when the mentality changes, and now we got a lap car.
I want SVG to fucking, for no reason, just plow through Zilich and ruin both of their races. Oh, Jesus Christ. There goes a 17. No, obviously don't do that.
Just get it backed up a little bit. Don't go back.
17 is around.
Still green.
Corey Day. He's going to get back going.
He's going to drive away, should stay unless he brings a bunch of debris up onto the racetrack. Looks like we're okay.
Like Shane can get to those 2 car lengths back. Gets closer here as we take a look at the replay. What happened between Corey Day and Austin Hill. Little contact. Oh, launching off the curb there.
I feel you, Corey. I feel you, buddy.
That's, well, you have experience with that.
I do. I do indeed.
You know,
he ran him out.
That's what I was saying. I think Austin.
Yeah, he didn't leave him much room there.
There's just no racetrack there. And Austin's trying to get going. He hops that curb, not knowing what it's going to do to the race car and shove it out. And sure enough, it launched him in the air into Corey Day.
2 for 1 for Sheldon Creed there. 0-0 up to 11 as we go to turn 11. Once again, Connor Zilich maintaining his advantage over Shane Van Gisbergen. 2 laps remaining at Sonoma.
Shane, if you've got anything, you got to use it.
Let's not forget, how the Cup race ended here in 2016.
Just don't know if
You know?
he's got the rear grip. We haven't been able to see it stay close enough.
It's got to be here.
Yeah.
Here comes SVG.
Always good
No.
there.
Turn 7.
Maintains.
Oh! He put the bumper to him, like I was talking about. Didn't get by him.
But he can't drive through. Zilic maintains the lead to turn 7.
Watch your cross. Half in line.
Here he comes again. Oh, he's getting him loose. Oh my God. I wasn't being serious, guys. I mean, I kind of was.
Zilic said today, I'll remember how he raced me at Chicago. It's some pushing and shoving again. Turn 10 to turn 11.
Coming to turn 11. 2 laps to go.
Oh, he tried.
Oh, I think that might be it.
Oh, yeah, that might be. Nah, he'll have another shot. Coming to the white flag. White flag. He'll have another shot.
Comes out. Now the race is over. Zilic leading Van Gisbergen up the hill from turn 1 to turn 2.
And shot
Here comes SVG.
Yeah, he is. He's able to get the drive here. 53. This is where he's really good.
Oh, here he comes.
He's trying to get the inside towards 4.
Dale Jr. anxiously watching on his 2 cars.
Oh, man.
Is he able to get to the inside? Or does he go to the outside again?
Oh, my God. He's fucking. Oh, shit. He's getting him really squirrely. Oh, man. Oh, he's wide. No, not there. Dude, he's straight up going to wreck him. He's straight up going to wreck him. Come on. Oh, shit.
Shane knows Connor's better than in 10.
He's going to have a perfect turn 10 here. He's been using more space than anyone. Can he get the power down? Close as he
How's it going to end?
Connor's going to defend.
Oh, shit. Here comes SVG on the outside. Not going to be enough. And SVG is going to get wide, and that'll fuck it up. He really fucked it up there. But Connor Zilic was a rock star, and he'll win at Sonoma.
Hell yeah, guys. Awesome job. Way to go.
That was
And
fun.
y'all did awesome. Thanks, Jeff.
4 career victories, 3 on road courses, and that's his 3rd win of his rookie campaign. They finished 1-2 again, but this week Connor Zilic has the upper hand over Shane Van Gisbergen. Six consecutive wins on the road for Junior Motorsports, and that's number 98 all time. Congrats to Connor Zilic, the winner of the Pit Boss Food Max 250 at Sonoma.
Man,
That was a great finish.
under incredible pressure.
That was a fun finish, man.
To take some of those shots
100%.
that Shane gave him in some really awkward places and never put a wheel wrong.
Yeah.
Essentially. The block in the 7 was incredible.
Those two, they raced each other extremely respectful.
Yep.
Incredible what Zilic has done since the injury. Crashed at Talladega, missed Texas. Since that time, he's not finished outside the top 5. A couple of runner-ups, a couple of wins, including his first victory on an oval. And today, he returns to his strength. With the memories of last week, maybe in the back of his mind, but he shuts down Shane Van Gisbergen and is able to finish the deal.
So it was a 37-minute, 30-something second green flag run to end the race. Man, the race really would have gone caution-free. That's so dumb, man. Fucking dumbass stage cautions and stages.
Is a rookie in the Xfinity Series.
And I think the ceiling for Connor Zilic is so unbelievably high because, yes, he's amazing at road courses and he just went toe-to-toe with one of the best in the world here, not 2 weeks in a row. Came out on top this time, but it's also how good he is on ovals. It doesn't matter if it's super speedway.
My win pick.
Talladega, who's so good, Pocono. He's really got no weaknesses in his game. I think the ceiling is really high.
Here's the other thought. 2 more road courses between now and the playoffs. And so much more opportunity for Zillage to pick up some playoff points. And I'll remind you of this. When we go road racing at Watkins Glen, you know who's driving the 9? Shane Van Gisbergen. It's going to be part 3 of this duo duking it out in the front. No doubt about it. That comes your way next month.
Man, he's burning it down. Fucking actually burn it down, like set it on fire.
10 wins this year for Junior Motorsports. 6 different drivers have delivered.
Here's SVG.
And while Zillage celebrates, Shane Van Gisbergen climbs from his car, probably processing everything that happened. And could he have been more aggressive or done something different to try to get by and make it 2 in a row here at Sonoma?
Here comes Connor Zilish.
Five rookies in the top 10. That's the most ever in a road course race in the Xfinity Series. And all 5 JRM cars finish in the top 10, led by the 18-year-old Connor Zilish.
What a battle. One for the ages, for sure, and the next chapter in racing between 2 of the best on the road courses here in the Xfinity Series. Connor, I know after last week there was a lot on your mind about how you wanted to race things out at the end. How did you elevate your own game this week to be able to do what you did there racing against him at the end?
Yeah, man, first hats off to Shane. That was awesome. All race long, you know, I felt like we were racing each other with respect. I will hopped a little bit into 7 that one time and got into him, but other than that, it was awesome to get to race against him finally and battle with him a whole race long. But so proud of this Roto-Rooter Chevrolet 88 team. We did such an awesome job all weekend long, just executing, and our car was as fast as Xfinity Mobile from the moment we got here. We made the right adjustments, and here we are, victory lane. Feels good.
The last few laps,
what a fucking finish.
You had to worry about saving fuel, as did he, but you also had to worry about...
He raced hard all race, too.
How did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's always the hardest trying to save fuel while someone's breathing down your neck, but yeah, I mean, there was a chance he could have gotten by me when he hit me, and he let me have it and you know, raced me clean. So I respect the hell out of him for that, and you know, I'm looking forward to racing against him more. You know, we got to race against each other at Watkins Glen, and that's one of my favorite tracks, so hopefully I can beat him again there.
Last thing, to do it straight up the way you did it and come out on top this time, how rewarding is that?
Yeah, it's awesome. I didn't want to have to do anything dirty to win this race, and I'm glad I didn't, and glad I got to do it fair and square. And I learned a lot racing around him, and he's got so many years of experience on me that I can learn from. So, yeah, very glad to get the opportunity to race against him. Glad he came to America to race against us, and really proud of this team, man. It's awesome to get our 3rd win of the year at a track this beautiful and with some fans so awesome. So thank you guys for coming out, and enjoy the race tomorrow.
Congratulations. Connor Zilish, his 3rd win of the year, and he had to earn this one for sure, Kim.
Yeah, and on the flip side of it, Dylan, SVG has to settle for 2nd. I know you didn't have the rears on the car you wanted. It did get a little physical there in the end. Was there room to be more aggressive with Connor?
Yeah, but I didn't want to be. Congrats to those guys. What an awesome race. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Yeah, I give him a bump into 7. Wheel hopped and probably could have taken it, but I just waited, and I didn't want to do it like that, and then we raced down the hill. But what an awesome race. Thank you to Quadlock, Chevy, Junior Motorsports. Yeah, I had a blast all day, so really, really fun.
This is one of 2 races you'll run here this weekend. Tomorrow you will start from the pole. What's the outlook for the Cup race?
Yeah, hopefully we can have another good race. I learned a lot today, how the track rubbered and how it changed. The lines changed a bit during the race, so really valuable to do this race, and a lot of fun too.
SVG comes home 2nd.
Nice. Nice race, man.
It's an impressive day, right?
But yeah, that's where I'm going to end this right here. I'll be live tomorrow for the Cup race at fucking... beep bop. I'll be live at 3:15 for that race.
Perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber.
I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace out.